Two-time Hall of Fame inductees, Brent Godarzi and Marty Young. Back-to-back #1 trucking firm in the nation. Back-to-back best attorney and best law firm in East Texas.
It's fully loaded, great gas mileage, 30,000-mile warranty.
I like it. What else do you have?
Here's one. It's fully loaded, great gas mileage, 30,000-mile warranty.
Looks like the same car.
Exactly the same. But this one's $120 less per month.
What's the catch?
No catch if you use Credit Union of Texas. Let me show you.
With the Credit Union of Texas Flex Auto Loan, you get the car of your dreams. Lower payments, no hassle. Get started now at cutx.org.
Crowley Funeral Home has been serving families in Gilmer since 1883. Funeral director and Gilmer High School graduate Troy Murray leads the professional staff at Crowley Funeral Home and is committed to providing dignified, respectful, and compassionate assistance to every family in their time of need. Crowley Funeral Home feels strongly about maintaining high standards of excellent service while still keeping prices affordable. At Crowley Funeral Home, we treat your family as our own.
There's something special about a local hometown bank. The pace is a little slower, the smile's a little brighter, and the relationship is, well, personal. Visit us in Gilmer or our new bank in Longview on the corner of 1844 and Judson Road. For over 120 years, Gilmer National Bank has been building relationships, one customer at a time. Come see us for all your personal, commercial, and agricultural needs, because we want to hear you say,
Gilmer National Bank. That's my bank.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
At Farmers Insurance, we've seen almost everything, so we know how to cover almost anything, even a rock and wreck. Yeah! He rocked and rolled right into it, but we covered it. At Farmers, we know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Jeff Traylor Stadium and the opening game of the 2023 season. I'm Todd Robinson, joined tonight by the voice of the Buckeyes, Mr. Jeff Rash. And Jeff, we have got the game of the week to kick things off. We do not wait to get it cranked up. Here in the dog days of summer, the Buckeyes are squaring off against probably one of the top 2 to 3 teams in the state. Number 13, Jeremiah Noble, and number 11, Caden Tennyson at the quarterback position that are all juniors. They've really had to step up the last 2 weeks against outstanding competition, probably as good as they're going to see into December, into the playoffs, and managed to win last week. Now they're getting Eric back.
Hand off to Henderson, left side, got some room in the end zone. 2 plays, and the Buckeyes score.
Well, you got to right now be thinking that the guys in white are rolling their eyes and saying, oh my God, here we go.
Up the middle, got a gas, touchdown.
Touchdown, Buckeyes. They answer back. How about that?
Why you still shining, still shining, it's real blinding. And I'm getting attitude, talking top 2, I'm not a 2. You let the pressure bother you, and I do what I gotta do. Let's go home.
Hand off, right side. Look at this big gap, and he's gonna score. Untouched, Will Henderson. Finding gaps, finding things. Buckeyes doing a great job of blocking downfield. And now we can start and find dropping back inside to number 3 to Eric Tate. Down to the 5, first and goal from the 5.
The coldest of teams, they know we bring, don't try that. They know in between, we go for these dreams in silence. Hard work, don't mistake it for magic. We've been shooting in the gym, this is target and practice, yeah. And I'm just getting started, getting feet wet. It's all in repetition, ain't a secret. All facts, up black dress code. Pay me my respect.
Well, that was a keeper, and they just slammed him to the turf. The right side gets a good block. Headed to the end zone, scores. Dropping back, launching one. Wide open, touchdown.
That's number 13, Jeremiah Noble.
Perfectly thrown ball.
Yeah. If he throws that fast to Eric,
they're going to dump it to Henderson. Out of the backfield, everybody picks up their blocks. And over the middle, and no flags.
Touchdown
Buckeyes. And now it's a tie game again. But here's the situation. We talked about this earlier. You got 6 minutes and 20 seconds left. And he launches one downfield wide open.
That's Eric Tate.
And to Eric Tate wisely, he cuts upfield and finds his 5 yards plus battles his way all the way down to the 1.
He is a stud.
That's a great run right there.
Only the Buckeyes can do with that kind of weapons on offense, and it comes down to this. Well-executed drive, let's say that.
This is for the win with 0 seconds left, or we go to overtime. Even closer.
25 yards, not 30. Kick is up. And it's good again. Buckeyes win.
0 seconds on the clock. Buckeyes take the win. And Mom, I'm sorry you weren't here to see it. All of you Buckeye fans that leave, never, ever leave a Buckeye game, even if they're down. This was the best comeback I have seen in years. What a game. What a game.
When tragedy strikes, you don't want to be in a position where you're second guessing your lawyer's ability or the resolve to get you fairly compensated. When you hire Godarzi & Young, you know you're hiring a law firm that has nationally ranked settlements and verdicts. We have over 2 decades of experience holding 18-wheeler companies accountable for their negligent action. Don't make the mistake of hiring anybody else. Hire the best. Hire Godarzi & Young.
Do you enjoy watching your favorite TV programs on your smartphone or tablet? Or maybe you'd rather watch them on your Roku or Amazon Fire TV. Tired of having to change your TV input from your old traditional cable to watch your favorite streaming apps? If so, we have great news for you. eTex is making the move to streaming and has launched a new app. eTex TV allows you to watch over 130 channels in Full HD on your streaming or mobile devices. This means you can simply download the eTex TV app, subscribe, and start watching. With all your favorite functions like DVR and Pause Live TV, and new features like Restart TV. To learn more, visit www.etex.net or contact a customer service rep at 903-797-HELP. That's 903-797-4357.
Texas Heritage National Bank would like to invite the Buckeye Nation to visit our new full-service bank in Gilmer. We are conveniently located on Highway 271 and Redbud Street with a brand new facility ready to serve our friends and neighbors. We offer competitive rates on all of our deposit products, as well as some great options for business financing to help your business grow from 5 employees to 500 employees. Texas Heritage National Bank would also like to take this time to thank all of the teachers, administration, and school board for investing in the future of our kiddos. We would also like to wish all of the student athletes a wonderful and safe year. Come see us soon.
It's gonna be alright. How can you tell? I feel it in my heart. It's gonna be okay.
Juicy's Burgers, serving you for over 40 years.
At First National Bank, together we're better. We're a regional bank, big enough for all of East Texas, that cares and is invested in the people and communities we serve, with the strength and services to meet the needs of every customer, big or small. From business financing for big companies and small mom and pops to our family of personal banking customers. First National Bank of East Texas. Together, we're better. And we think that's kind of a big deal.
Please join Jeff Rash and Alan Metzel each Monday morning for the Gilmer Buckeyes Coaches Show. Every week, Jeff and Alan discuss elements of the program, speak with special guests, give player updates, review key plays from the prior week, and give insights on the opponent for the current week. As a fan, this is your chance to go into the locker room and behind the scenes. To view the Coaches Show, go to GilmerBuckeyes.com and click on the Coaches Show button. Go Buckeyes!
Two-time Hall of Fame inductees, Brent Godarzi and Marty Young. Back-to-back #1 trucking firm in the nation. Back-to-back best attorney and best law firm in East Texas.
It's fully loaded, great gas mileage, 30,000-mile warranty.
I like it. What else do you have?
Here's one. It's fully loaded, great gas mileage, 30,000-mile warranty.
Looks like the same car.
Exactly the same. But this one's $120 less per month.
What's the catch?
No catch if you use Credit Union of Texas. Let me show you.
With the Credit Union of Texas Flex Auto Loan, you get the car of your dreams. Lower payments, no hassle. Get started now at cutx.org.
Crowley Funeral Home has been serving families in Gilmer since 1883. Funeral director and Gilmer High School graduate Troy Murray leads the professional staff at Crowley Funeral Home and is committed to providing dignified, respectful, and compassionate assistance to every family in their time of need. Crowley Funeral Home feels strongly about maintaining high standards of excellent service while still keeping prices affordable. At Crowley Funeral Home, we treat your family as our own.
There's something special about a local hometown bank. The pace is a little slower, the smile's a little brighter, and the relationship is, well, personal. Visit us in Gilmer or our new bank in Longview on the corner of 1844 and Judson Road. For over 120 years, Gilmer National Bank has been building relationships, one customer at a time. Come see us for all your personal, commercial, and agricultural needs, because we want to hear you say,
Gilmer National Bank, that's my bank.
Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
At Farmers Insurance, we've seen almost everything, so we know how to cover almost anything, even a rock and wreck.
Yeah!
He rocked and rolled right into it, but we covered it. At Farmers, we know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Jeff Traylor Stadium and the opening game of the 2023 season. I'm Todd Robinson, joined tonight by the voice of the Buckeyes, Mr. Jeff Rash. And Jeff, we have got the game of the week to kick things off. We do not wait to get it cranked up. Here in the dog days of summer, the Buckeyes are squaring off against probably one of the top 2 to 3 teams in the state. Number 13, Jeremiah Noble, and number 11, Caden Tennyson at the quarterback position that are all juniors. they've really had to step up the last 2 weeks against outstanding competition, probably as good as they're going to see into December, into the playoffs. And managed to win last week. Now they're getting to Eric back.
Handoff to Henderson, left side, got some room in the end zone. 2 plays, and the Buckeyes score.
Well, you got to right now be thinking that the guys in white are rolling their eyes and saying, oh my gosh, they got this. Here we go.
Up the middle, got a gas, touchdown.
Touchdown, Buckeyes. They hit the back step. How about that?
While you still trying, I'm still shining, it's real blinding. And I'm getting out of tune, talking top two, I'm not a two. Let the pressure bother you, and I do what I gotta do. Let's go home.
Handoff, right side. Look at this big gap, and he's going to score. Untouched, Will Henderson. Finding gaps, finding safety. Buckeyes doing a great job of blocking downfield. And now we can start and find the poetry. Dropping back inside to number 3 to Eric Tate. Down to the 5, first and goal from the 5.
The coldest of teams, they know we great, don't try that. They know in between, we go for these dreams in silence. Hard work, don't mistake it for magic. We've been shooting in the gym, this is target and practice, yeah. And I'm just getting started, getting my feet wet. It's all in repetition, ain't a secret. All facts, sub-leg dress code. Pay me my respect.
Well, that was a keeper, and they just slammed him with the turf. The right side gets a good block. Headed to the end zone, score. Dropping back, launching one. Wide open, touchdown.
That's number 13, Jeremiah Noble.
Perfectly thrown ball.
Yeah, if he throws that pass to Eric,
they're going to dump it to Henderson. Out of the backfield, everybody picks up their blocks. And they'll hit the middle, and no flags.
Touchdown
Buckeyes. And now it's a tie game again. But here's the situation. We talked about this earlier. You got 6 minutes and 20 seconds left. And he launches one downfield wide open.
That's to Eric Tate.
And to Eric Tate wisely, he cuts upfield and finds his 5 yards plus. Battles his way all the way down to the 1.
He is a stud.
That's a great run right there.
Only the Buckeyes can do with that kind of weapons on offense, and it comes down to this: well-executed drive. Right. Let's say that.
This is for the win with 0 seconds left, or we go to overtime. Even closer.
25 yards, not 30. Kick is up. And it's good again. Buckeyes win. 0
seconds on the clock. Buckeyes take the win. And Mom, I'm sorry you weren't here to see it. All of you Buckeye fans that leave, never, ever leave a Buckeye game, even if they're down. This was the best comeback I have seen in years. What a game. What a game.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Jeff Traylor Stadium here on the campus of Gilmer High School. It is November football weather, folks. The jackets are out. Fall has arrived, and that is about the time that the Buckeyes start gearing up for the playoffs, which is exactly going to be the case here tonight. On senior night, last district game of the year, last home game of the year for these Buckeyes. Had all the seniors recognized pregame, and just thinking back on all of the great times that these seniors have provided and all of the good times coming up on the playoffs. As we say, we're getting ready for the third phase of the year, which is playoff time, and the Buckeyes could not be peaking at a better time. Tonight they've got the Pittsburg Pirates, who are really not playing for anything tonight. They have not won a district game and will not make the playoffs. So the Buckeyes expect to have a very, very productive first half. And then I really kind of expect a running clock later on in the game. Something very reminiscent of what we saw last week as the Buckeyes defeated the Spring Hill Panthers 59-13 in one of the most impressive offensive efficiency shows that we've seen since 2009. As 5 straight possessions in the first half, the Buckeyes scored 5 straight touchdowns on drives, all of which were under 1 minute long. That was led by senior quarterback Jaden Edmonds, who will also be switching out back and forth tonight with what's evolved into a 2-headed monster for the Buckeyes at quarterback, junior Caden Tennyson, and of course the senior Jaden Edmonds, that is very, very talented, as he showed last week with his arm and with his legs. So Coach Metzel going to go with the hot hand, get lots of guys playing time, and I've accused him of trying to scare defensive coordinators to death going into the playoffs. The Buckeyes are about 95% sure they'll take on the Center Rough Riders next Friday night, either in Paulsville or in Marshall. We're not sure yet. Maybe by the end of the game, we will know which one of those games make. But it's time for the Buckeye Army to bundle up and travel well as these Buckeyes get ready to set sail for hopefully what is another appearance in Jerry's World. That's happened 2 out of the last 3 years for these Buckeyes. They have all the talent in the world to do it, getting guys healthy at the right time and really peaking at the right time as the Buckeyes get ready to come on the field. A little bit different look tonight. We've got on the orange Jordan pants with our black jerseys. Really looks good. The seniors got to pick tonight, and boy, they got creative. I don't think we've ever seen this look from the Buckeyes, not at home, not away. Last week, the orange pants were there with the white jerseys and was extremely attractive. They decided to go with the orange pants again, and hopefully they can play that well. So we are going to take a quick vacation break, a timeout break. As the players get ready to come onto the field, we'll have our national anthem and be right back to end the Juicy's halftime show and have the coin flip and kickoff right after this.
Two-time Hall of Fame inductees, Brent Godarzi and Marty Young. Back-to-back #1 trucking firm in the nation. Back-to-back best attorney and best law firm in East Texas.
It's fully loaded, great gas mileage, 30,000-mile warranty.
I like it. What else do you have?
Here's one. It's fully loaded, great gas mileage, 30,000-mile warranty.
Looks like the same car.
Exactly the same. But this one's $120 less per month.
What's the catch?
No catch if you use Credit Union of Texas. Let me show you.
With the Credit Union of Texas Flex Auto Loan, you get the car of your dreams. Lower payments, no hassle. Get started now at cutx.org.
And the Buckeyes take the field, ready to defend the home field tonight with these seniors. Last dance for these seniors at home here in front of the home fans. Lots of great memories. When I pulled up today at about 3:45 in the afternoon, because it's senior night, we had to get some things set up for pregame. And sitting down here in the end zone by themselves were Will Henderson and Tarek Tate, just sitting here, soaking it all in, empty stadium. And it's one of those magical nights that just had an opportunity to thank those guys for all their blood, sweat, and tears they've left out here on this field and for what they're going to do in the playoffs. Both of them were smiling big and very, very pleased, I think, with where the Buckeyes are right now and where the leadership of this senior class is. As the senior band members get ready to take the field, led by Mr. Eric Gray. Obviously, the Buckeye Band finished top 5 in the state. Fantastic accomplishment again for the 3rd straight year. Mr. Gray leading them to the Texas State Military Marching Contest in Waco, Texas, where the Buckeyes made the finals, which means that they're one of the top 5 military marching bands in the state of Texas. So congratulations to Mr. Gray, to Mr. Garman, and the entire staff there. And we will kick it down to the field, and Mr. Gray will lead the senior band members in their last Star Spangled Banner as the ROTC brings the flags onto the field.
U.S. Guard, Cadet Lieutenant Colonel Trent Hastings. U.S. Flag, Cadet Lieutenant Colonel William England. Texas Flag, Cadet Vanessa Munoz from Cheer. Air Force Flag, Cadet Colonel Aiden Newland. Buckeye Flag, Cynthia Lara from the Stars. Our black flag, Nick Zamoron from football. And our black flag guard, Cadet Sergeant Brazos Sharp. Our drummer and official cadence master, Cadet Major Andrew Smith. Please remain standing, and gentlemen, remove your hats as we honor God and America with the playing of our national anthem by senior members of the Gilmer Buckeye Band.
And appropriate on senior night as the Gilmer Buckeye Band, led by their senior members, gather around the G, and the senior corps members from ROTC, including Mr. Zimmeron, our Gilmer Buckeye kicker, carrying the black flag out, also an ROTC member. Just great extracurricular programs here in Gilmer. Music program, one of the top 5 in the state. Sweepstakes and winning award band members every single year. And of course, these Buckeyes gearing up for another deep run in the playoffs. So let's talk a little bit about the playoffs tonight. We will have our last district game. Obviously, the Buckeyes expect to play well tonight, really gearing up for that playoff run, which will begin either in Marshall or Hawesville next week against most likely the Center Rough Riders. They share a district with the Carthage Bulldogs, the Van Vandals, that whole group down south. And the Buckeyes will have the 3rd place team as their 2nd place ranking will pit number 2 versus number 3. Number 2 from our district, which is the Buckeyes, the Pleasant Grove Hawks, will be in number 1 in the district. And they will then draw the Pleasant Grove Hawks, most likely in round 3, and the Buckeyes will get the winner of that game. So it's just the luck of the draw. Last year, the Buckeyes got the kind of raw end of that deal as the district champions. They got to play Carthage the week before Pleasant Grove played them. Of course, Carthage going on to win their 8th straight state championship title. But you got to think those are the 3 teams, folks, that are number 1, 2, and 3 really in the state. The Buckeyes, the Hawks from Pleasant Grove, and then the Bulldogs from Carthage. And I really think that man for man, the Buckeyes probably have the better athletes all around, but it's a matter of who's playing well at the time. And these Buckeyes played fantastic last week. Once again, it had been all the way back to 2009 where a state champion, Mr. Texas Football, led by Mr. Stump Godfrey, scored 7 times in the first half. 4 of those drives were under 1 minute long. They scored 49 points against Kilgore in that first half. Here in Buckeye Stadium, one of the most exciting halves of football we've ever seen from the Buckeye offense. And just last week against a really talented Spring Hill team that really was tied for first place in the district when the game started, gave up 5 straight touchdowns to Jaden Edmonds, also wearing number 10 for the Buckeyes, senior quarterback who led 5 straight drives all under 1 minute long. So the Buckeyes win the toss. They elected to receive, so Coach Metzel not messing around with it. They want to get points on the board, get a big lead quick, and get some of these younger players in some great experience. All of the seniors want to play tonight. They're going to want to get touchdowns from as many seniors as they can. Their last game here in Jeff Traylor Stadium. It's senior night with the orange pants, the orange gloves, and all the orange shoes and tape. Orange has become the favorite color. Orange is the new black, as they say. As the Buckeyes get ready to receive, 4 very talented young men getting ready to receive. Number 7, Brennan Webb. Number 3 to Eric Tate. Number 24, that's Octavia Edmonds. And then, obviously, number 1, Will Henderson is going to be deep. All Mr. Everything, breaking records left and right. We don't have Joe Dodd here tonight to tell us what those touchdowns record look like. But 3 of those 4 down there are going to be play on Saturdays guys. And speaking for number 24, Mr. Octavian Ector, he is just a sophomore, so he's got a ways to go, but he is electric as well, as that is right now 1/2 of the state champion sprint relay and 200-meter relay team, as the Buckeyes won the state championship last year. Will is not going to be returning this kick. That's going to be number 13, Jeremiah Noble, back there with Mr. Ector, and Mr. Tate and Mr. Webb are going to be about their own 20-yard line. We will see what Pittsburg decides to do with this kicking game, whether they kick it short, keep it away from the athletes, or they kick it deep to one of those explosive Buckeyes who have elected to receive once again here on senior night. We get ready to kick off. Beautiful night for football here. And Pittsburg, all in white jerseys, will kick. They'll pitch kick it. It is fair caught at the 38-yard line, where the Buckeye offense will take over. That is number 6, Connor Dodd, with the reception, and here come the Buckeyes. They're led by Caden Tennyson, just like last week, who's going to start this game at quarterback. And they are 62 yards away. Great starting field position. Trips out to the left-hand side to start this drive. Will Henderson to the right of Caden Tennyson in the shotgun. Motion then from Webb back across his face. Here's the snap. They're going to hand it to Henderson up the middle. He makes a couple of moves and gains about 3 yards on first down out across the 40-yard line. It's going to bring up 2nd and 7 for the Buckeye offense trying to play fast. Jeremiah Noble checks into the game at wide receiver on the far side of the field. He will be singled up out there on 2nd and 7, trips to the left-hand side. Once again, Will Henderson, the offset back to the right. Caden Tennyson going to keep this ball. He's going to get the corner, and he's going to pick up maybe 1 yard to bring up 3rd and 6. That was a designed quarterback run all the way, but to the short side of the field. So Caden runs out of real estate, brings up 3rd and a long 6 for this Buckeye offense. Maybe 4 down territory already. Well, they're going to say he stepped out of bounds there. They're going to mark that 1 yard short and call that 3rd and 7. Trips out to the left-hand side once again. Here's the snap. They're going to look down the middle. Great catch, leaping catch there by Eric Tate. And he shows you why he is one of the most highly recruited receivers in the state of Texas and maybe in the country right now. He's got all kinds of ability. And he goes up high to make that catch. Caden Tennyson put it where only Eric could take it. And that he did. 1st and 10 Buckeyes at the 35. Playing fast now. Here's the snap. They're going to hand off to Henderson. He cuts it back to the left. He makes one man miss, runs over a man at the 28-yard line, picks up 8 yards, as Will is not only a world-class sprinter, but he is a physical football player. Puts his head down and runs over the safety who came up to make the tackle. 2nd and 2 now for the Buckeyes on the near hash. Twins to the right. Here's the snap. Caden Tennyson taking the snap, rolling to his right. He's got all kinds of room, but he throws it out to the right to Webb. Overthrows that. Looks like he had room to run with his legs. As Coach Kerry Lane is telling him, hey, if there's nobody out there, just take what the defense gives you. Could easily have picked up the 1st down, but overthrew that one on the run to Webb. Bring up 3rd and 2 for the Buckeyes. Obviously 4 down territory here from the Pittsburg 27-yard line. Twins out to the wide side of the field. They're going to fake a handoff to the right, throw it back inside to Tate. He's got a screen and he's gone, folks. Eric Tate only needs 1 block for the touchdown. We've seen that before. It does not take long. Number 3 to Eric Tate, just taking that screen pass, hitting the Jets. 20 yards later, the Buckeyes lead 6-0. That took under a minute and a half. 10:34 left to play here in this first quarter, and the Buckeyes do exactly what they wanted to do. They take the kickoff, excellent starting field position, and drive 62 yards in 5 plays behind the legs of Will Henderson and the running ability after the catch of Eric Tate. Tate on for the extra point, left to come. Here's the snap, kick is up, and it is good. And the Buckeyes lead 7-0 here on senior night. Does not take long for the Buckeyes to get business started here. They take this lead, and let's see what the black flag does when we come right back after these messages.
Crowley Funeral Home has been serving families in Gilmer since 1883. Funeral director and Gilmer High School graduate Troy Murray leads the professional staff at Crowley Funeral Home and is committed to providing dignified, respectful, and compassionate assistance to every family in their time of need. Crowley Funeral Home feels strongly about maintaining high standards of excellent service while still keeping prices affordable. At Crowley Funeral Home, we treat your family as our own.
And back to the action, folks, here as Mr. Pate will kick off for the Buckeyes for the first time tonight with a 7-0 lead. 10:34 left to play in the first quarter, so it took the Buckeyes a minute and 26 seconds, 7 plays with 4 runs for 15 yards, 3 passes for 60 yards, and they go straight down the field and draw first blood, 7-0 against this pretty thin Pittsburg Pirate team. They have not won a district game. Pittsburg is traditionally very athletic and very deep, but they only suited out about 32 kids tonight that we counted. And again, they are not going to make the playoffs. This is their last game. Here's the pooch kick. That's going to hit about the 15-yard line and kick out of bounds, the 25. We've seen Peyton do that before. Kicks it to green grass. It is a live ball if it hits the ground. It kicks out of bounds this time instead of his kind of trademark 9-iron, which kicks straight up in the air and becomes a live football and a long onside kick for the Buckeyes. Not so fortunate on this kick. Goes out of bounds at the 25, and most likely Pittsburgh's going to take this 1st and 10 at the 30 and set up shop here for their first drive of the night. Interesting changes last week for the Buckeyes against Spring Hill with a running quarterback and an option approach. They went man-to-man on the outside and only used a single high safety, allowing them to have 8 guys in the box. This game starts out with kind of an Arkansas front look with 1 linebacker in the back and playing man-to-man outside. Here's the snap at the 25. They're going to look to throw. They throw the ball into the seam, caught it about the 38-yard line, and moved ahead for a first down out to the 45. Soft coverage there by the Buckeyes and good protection by Pittsburgh, allowing the quarterback enough time to throw the football. The quarterback is the coach's son. He can throw the football, very athletic as well, about 6'2", with a very good arm. Here's the snap once again. They're going to hand it off straight up the middle. No, the quarterback keeps it, and he's going to be dropped by Trillian Butler. No, excuse me, that's number 33 for the Buckeyes. That is Andrew Davis, the junior. Comes up from his linebacker position for about a 3-yard tackle for loss. Puts the Pirates behind the chains at the Buckeye at their own 42-yard line. 2nd down and 13. They need the Buckeye 45 for a first down. Trips to the left. Here's the snap. Drops back to pass once again. He's got pressure. He steps up. Is running for his life. Throws it out deep, and it is incomplete over the head of the intended receiver. But heavy pressure there for the Buckeyes, bringing up the money down. 3rd down and 13. And Pittsburgh's going to have to get it once again all the way down to the Buckeye 45 for a first down. Number 12, the quarterback for Pittsburgh. Once again, he is the coach's son. He is very athletic. That is Nick Biles, just a sophomore, but a talented one. We'll be seeing him much like the Spring Hill quarterback last week. Draw a play straight up the middle, and it is eaten alive by big number 9 for the Gilmer Buckeyes. Defensive lineman there for the Bucks making the play. That's Cameron Brown, of course, bringing up 4th down, and here comes the punt team for the Pirates. 9:22 left to play with the incomplete passes stopping the clock, and the Buckeyes once again in great position here early in the first quarter. Number 3, the dangerous to Eric Tate, stands about his own 30-yard line awaiting this punt. Buckeyes lead 7-0, about to have their 2nd possession of the night, looking to stretch that out. Quarterback will punt for Pittsburgh, and that is going to be returnable. Tate retreating back to about his 20, and he's got a lane. Uses his speed, makes the first man miss. Oh, almost breaks the tackle, slung down at the 22-yard line. It was an excellent punt by Bryans, the quarterback, who backs to Eric Tate up. He's got to go catch that one over his shoulder. Tries to get to the wide side of the field, but good coverage there by Pittsburgh. 1st and 10, Buckeyes from their own 22-yard line. 8:47 left in the first quarter. Buckeyes lead 7-0. Once again, it's Caden Tennyson at quarterback position. Trip receivers out to the right-hand side. That's the wide side of the field. Will Henderson offset to the right with a flanker back as well. They're going to hand it to Will straight up the middle. And look out, folks. Will almost busted that one. He gets to the 2nd level and is tripped up right at the last minute, but not before he moves the chains all the way out to the 36-yard line. It is going to be 1st and 10, Buckeyes moving the chains. 10-yard gain there by Will to start things on first down. Receivers have to come back into position. Buckeyes playing fast. Here's the snap. Caden Tennyson back to pass. He's going up top to a wide open to Eric Tate, and what a pass and a strike to Eric Tate down to the 10-yard line. You cannot draw it up any better than that. Caden hits his back foot and lets that one go to Eric, runs underneath it, and it is 1st and goal Buckeyes from the 9 as they eat up 51 yards on that long pass play. Set the Buckeyes up once again in scoring position inside the red zone, 1st and goal. Receivers to the left and right side now. Motion man is Webb. They're going to hand it to Webb going up the middle. He gets a block. Great block by Will Henderson, and Webb's got the touchdown. Will Henderson just buries the outside linebacker to spring Brennan Webb in for the touchdown. What a great block by the senior there, Will Henderson. All Brennan has to do is just run that one in, because that was a just absolutely pancake block there. Will just basically putting the linebacker straight to his back. Big hit, and finishes that block. That's one that Will put on his highlight film, although Brennan was the guy that took it in the end zone. And 7:51 still left in the first quarter, and the Buckeyes already with a 13-0 lead. Extra point left to come. Pate's kick is up and good. And just like that, folks, the Buckeyes lead 14-0. 2 straight drives, 2 straight scores for these Buckeyes on senior night. Already they've got things well in hand as expected. We'll be right back after these messages.
There's something special about a local hometown bank. The pace is a little slower, the smile's a little brighter, and the relationship is, well, personal. Visit us in Gilmer or our new bank in Longview on the corner of 1844 and Judson Road. For over 120 years, Gilmer National Bank has been building relationships, one customer at a time. Come see us for all your personal, commercial, and agricultural needs, because we want to hear you say,
Gilmer National Bank. That's my bank.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Back to the action here on a 3-play drive. A 10-yard scamper by Will Henderson, followed by a 51-yard bomb from Caden Tennyson to Eric Tate down inside the red zone. And then Brendan Webb takes it the last 9 yards behind a huge block from number 1, the Tomahawk, Will Henderson, who just absolutely tomahawked that outside linebacker to spring Brendan Webb, who goes into the end zone untouched. And just like that, in 3 plays, the Buckeyes go 78 yards for their second touchdown of the night. And Pate will kick off once again. Deja vu here after only a minute's drive, as the Buckeyes are having their way with these Pirates right now. Here's the kick. It's a pooch kick. It is up. It is going to be fielded about the 26-yard line. Instantly met there. Only a 2-yard gain. Great coverage by the special teams there for the Buckeyes. Will set Pittsburgh up at about the 29-yard line, exactly where the Buckeye target is for each and every special teams play. They want to keep the opponent basically at the 30-yard line or inside. And that's exactly where Pittsburgh starts out. 7:44, still lots of football here to be played in the first quarter. But the Buckeyes on 2 straight drives and in 10 short plays have scored 2 touchdowns and covered a lot of ground doing it, making it look easy. Black flag back on the field. Split receivers left and right. It's a handoff straight up the middle. The Buckeyes meet that, but not after the running back gains about 3 yards out to the 32. It's going to bring up 2nd and let's call it 7 for Pittsburgh. This black flag defense, unlike last week, is playing 2 high safeties. It's Connor Dodd and Brendan Webb right now at the safety positions, as Pittsburgh really trying to spread things out. This is an empty set, trips it to the left. Twins here to the near side to the right, stands at his own hash, takes the snap. Obvious passing down, looks to throw, and it is incomplete. It's going to bring up 3rd and 7. Incomplete pass will stop the clock as well at 7 minutes and 10 seconds to play in this first quarter. Once again, Buckeyes lead 14-0. And a big 3rd down if Pittsburgh is going to stay in this game. They need to find a way to maintain possession. Running this wide open offense, first time that they've done this, they used to run basically a wing T with Tristan, the head coach over there, switching to this spread offense, run by the young sophomore. They've got plenty of athletes and the talent to do it, but just have to be sharp, because you're going to have to score a lot and score fast to keep up with the Buckeyes. We've got a dead ball, foul, and Pittsburgh shoots themselves in the foot. They're going to go backwards 5 yards to replay this 3rd down, and it's going to be 3rd and 12 now, exactly where they don't want to be, as they're going to back up here. Here's the referee's announcement. Illegal procedure. False start against Pittsburgh. It's the offensive lineman, I believe, number 79 down there that jumps early. And now you got to think that the Buckeyes are really going to lay their ears back here. Watch number 33, Mr. Andrew Davis, who's already got a sack tonight in this first drive, coming off the edge to the wide side of the field. Empty set once again, and here come the Buckeyes. And guess who? Number 33 makes the tackle, making me look like a prophet there, as he comes untouched on the blitz, drops him for another 5-yard loss, and it's going to be 4th down and about 18 now for Pittsburgh, and obviously punting down. When they go empty like that, and Davis has got a chance to just make his inside move, comes unabated to the quarterback, big sack, and Pittsburgh's got negative yards so far tonight offensively. They've run 8 plays for about minus 14 yards. Once again, the quarterback will punt. This time, Brendan Webb stands at midfield inside the G, ready to catch this punt. Here's the snap. A punt is up, and Webb's going to retreat. Fair catch this one about his own 41-yard line. Really good punt from the quarterback there. Young sophomore, really good-looking athlete as well. Lots to look forward to in Pittsburgh. And for the Buckeye fans, there's lots to look forward to. Rinse and repeat so far. 2 straight touchdowns on 2 straight drives. 10 plays, they've covered about 160 yards. Last drive was that long bomb from Caden Tennyson to Eric Tate. And we look right now, and I think Edmonds is in at quarterback, number 10 for the Buckeyes. Pistol formation. He's going to take it and hand it straight ahead to number 14, DeRay Smith, who is really a tough runner, and he puts his head down and goes 6 yards out to the Buckeye 48. As once again, Jaden Edmonds in at quarterback and DeRay Smith in at running back. In a pistol formation, don't see that often for the Buckeyes. Split receivers left and right, more or less a running formation here. Edmonds back to pass. He throws a strike out to the 40-yard line to number 7, Brendan Webb. That is a great pass, threw it straight to the spot, and the Buckeyes moved the chains. Edmonds obviously last week on fire against the Spring Hill Panthers. 5 straight touchdown drives, all under 1 minute, as he put together 40-plus points and only 8 minutes of possession last week in the first half. Split receivers now left and right. Once again, Jaden Edmonds in at quarterback, number 10. Takes the snap, hands it straight ahead, and Smith takes it and gets straight ahead, can't be tackled, still going down to the 30-yard line, moving the chains. Senior Smith DeVray is such a great runner, physical. I said last week to Mr. Rash, he reminds me of Terrence Lovely, the All-State running back that came to us at 2004 and then coached for the Buckeyes for a little while before he's continued on with his coaching career, but just a physical runner. And Smith is a really good 1-2 punch with Will Henderson. Back to pass, Edmonds. He throws it up to Eric Tate. To Eric, goes up and gets it. It's going to draw a flag, pass interference in the end zone. Great pass by Edmonds. Puts it pretty much only where to Eric can go get it to the inside. To Eric, goes up and almost makes an athletic catch over the defender, but it's going to be pass interference. And the Buckeyes are going to have this now 1st and 10 from the 15-yard line inside the red zone after they step this 15-yard penalty off. Such a weapon for the Buckeyes. All you got to do is put it in the area code, and number 3 will pretty much go get it. And he was interfered with there in the end zone, creating a 1st and 10 now for the Buckeyes in the red zone at the 15. Still 5 minutes left, 4:57 to play in this first quarter, and the Buckeyes are about to go up 21-0. 3rd straight drive now behind the arm of senior Jaden Edmonds and senior DeVray Smith, the running back. Offset to the left of Edmonds. They take the snap, looks to throw it, and he is sacked straight into the backfield. Come 3 Pittsburgh Pirates on a jailhouse break blitz. And the Buckeyes are going to lose all the way back to the 21-yard line. They're going to have 2nd and 16. That looked like to be a setup draw play that did not have time to develop, as just a jailbreak, 5 guys coming over 3 guys in the A-gaps straight up the middle and got pressure on Edmonds and sacked him for a 6-yard loss there. 4-down territory for the Buckeyes in the red zone. Edmonds in an empty set by himself. Here's Will Henderson. And Will keeps the ball. Nobody saw him with the ball. He was the motion man. He picks up 10 more yards. Let's call it 9 down to about the 11-yard line, where the Buckeyes are going to have 3rd and manageable now in the red zone. Let's call it 3rd and 8. They need the 6, maybe the 5-yard line for a 1st down. 4 minutes now left to play in the first quarter. And behind Jaden Edmonds now, the senior quarterback, the Buckeyes looking to strike pay dirt once again. Takes the snap. Looking for a pass, hot route, and it's caught there by the Buckeyes. That's Brendan Webb. Brendan just runs a slant and goes up and gets that one. And Jaden Edmonds throws his 6th touchdown in just a few quarters. He's had 5 series that all landed in touchdowns in the first half last week, 4 of those touchdown passes. And he pads that right there with a strike to Brendan Webb. Touchdown pass from 11 yards out. And the Buckeyes go up 20-0. Now they're going for 2 behind big number 0, Aaron Bell, and he powers his way into the end zone for a 22-0 lead. It is all Buckeyes right now, folks, here on senior night from Jeff Traylor Stadium. 22-0 Buckeyes with 3:49 left to play in the first quarter. We'll be right back.
At Farmers Insurance, we've seen almost everything, so we know how to cover almost anything, even a rock and wreck. He rocked and rolled right into it, but we covered it. At Farmers, we know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
And back to the action, folks, as that is a 58-yard drive led by the senior number 10, Mr. Edmonds, and that was a strike that he threw Jaden just a frozen rope to Webb on that slant route from the 11-yard line for the touchdown pass, and then Aaron Bell takes it for the 2-point conversion as Pate will kick off now for the third time. We're still in the first quarter, folks. We're just 2/3 of the way through the first quarter. Still 4 minutes left to play, and the Buckeyes have a commanding 22-0 lead with Pate kicking off for the third time. Offensively, the Pirates have done nothing but go backwards tonight, and the Buckeyes have just put on a show offensively as Pate kicks off deep, taking about the 10-yard line and fumbled, and the Buckeyes arrive in mass. And number 22, that's Mr. Trillian Butler, the outside linebacker, moved in from corner last week, and he has played outstanding. Makes that tackle all the way down at the 10-yard line, and that's being generous, folks. I think he went down about the 6, but they're going to give him forward progress to the 10. And Trill Butler makes a great play on special teams, and the Buckeyes excited about that young man as a junior, and especially what he's brought to that Black Flag defense. Lots of substitutions now, but holding down the back end of this is still let's just say this is the A-team in terms of secondary. Jamar Bird to Eric Tate, Brennan Webb, and out there on the other side is just Will Henderson. So they pretty much got it covered up in the secondary. This is going to be a handoff straight ahead. Trillian Butler comes up and makes a fine tackle for a 1-yard gain from his linebacker position. Very, very well read. That's his second straight tackle as he made the tackle on special teams as well. And this is a good-looking defensive unit that they've got in right now. Very, very athletic, especially at linebacker and on the back end, as this defense, young defense, is finding its feet here. This is against Pittsburgh, but nonetheless, they are playing great football. Once again, quarterback hands it off to the fullback, and they made a wall of black jerseys with orange pants. They stopped that one for a 1-yard gain, and now it's 3rd down and 8. 6 plays on that last scoring drive for the Buckeyes. Balanced 3 passes for 38 yards, 3 runs for 20 yards, capped off by the touchdown pass from Jaden Edmonds to Brennan Webb. And once again, 22-0 your score here with 3 minutes left to play in the first quarter. 3rd down and 8. Pittsburgh desperate for a first down to keep the ball pinned down deep in their own territory. The quarterback drops back to pass. They throw a screen pass, but it is run down from behind, but not until the first down is picked up, as big number 9, Brown, runs that one down from his defensive line position, does a great job there, but that was a blitz by the Buckeyes, and Coach Tristan over there with the exact right call with the screen pass, catching the Buckeyes in the perfect call, and they move the chains out to the 21, get a little breathing room here with 2 minutes left in the first quarter. Looks like a pass under pressure. The quarterback is going to be sacked at his own 20, a 1-yard loss, as Hagler, number 54, loses his helmet there, and he's going to have to give way to Trey Lee, who comes in to replace him. Both of those young men entirely capable of being really all-state performers. Really good, blossoming defensive lineman for the Buckeyes. Brings up 2nd down and 11. And the Pittsburgh Pirates set up right in front of the Buckeye band, who were just blaring at them the ESPN theme song. Junior high band joining them tonight, so they are extra loud. 2nd and 11. This is going to be a wide sweep play. Good move by the running back. Moves it out toward the 32-yard line and moves the chains. First down Pittsburgh. That's number 3 on the run for the Pittsburgh Pirates. That is the running back. That's JT Well, I can't see that name on the roster. That's number 3, who's the running back. I am getting old. Here's the snap. Looking to pass. It's a crossing route, and it was jumped by number 7, Brendan Webb, and overthrown probably purposefully. Otherwise, that was going to be the second interception in as many weeks for Brendan Webb, and there was nothing but green grass in front of him. 3rd down coming up, but the incomplete pass will stop the clock. And once again, this is the A-team secondary. The 2 safeties are Webb and Tate, and Jamar Bird and number 1, Will Henderson. And probably, folks, that is your sprint relay and 200-meter relay state championship team for next year right there in the secondary for the Buckeyes. Back to pass under huge pressure, fumbles the football, and the Buckeyes pick it up. Once again, number 22 comes on a blitz. That's Trill Butler, and Trill makes a huge play, hits the quarterback who fumbles it inside the 20, and the Buckeye offense comes back on the field with a minute left. And don't look now, folks, but these are the good old days happening right here as the Buckeye offense with a chance to score 4 touchdowns in 1 short quarter. Turnover happening there. It's Jaden Evans back in at the quarterback position inside the red zone. 1st and 10 Buckeyes from the 19. Trips out to the right-hand side. Once again, it's DeVray Smith to his right. Here comes the motion man, who's none other than Big Aaron Bell. This is a running set. And they're going to hand it to Smith straight ahead. He's got all kinds of room, folks. He breaks it up the middle. Touchdown, DeVray Smith. 1 minute left, and that took 1 play in about 6 seconds. And the Buckeyes stretched this out to 28-0. That was a blitz perfectly called there by Coach Metzel. As he goes straight up the middle, once he breaks to the second level, all those linebackers are gone because they were on a blitz to the outside. And the Buckeyes exchanging a little fire with fire there as the Pirates had caught the Buckeyes with a perfect call on a screen pass to move the chains earlier in that drive. The Buckeyes offense there with the perfect call, the draw straight up the middle on a blitz, and that goes for a touchdown. Pate on for his 4th extra point of the night, and he gets it 29-0. The Buckeyes, folks, have put up 4 scores in 1 quarter. Still a minute left to play. We'll be right back on senior night from Jeff Traylor Stadium right after this.
When tragedy strikes, you don't want to be in a position where you're second-guessing your lawyer's ability or the resolve to get you fairly compensated. When you hire Godarzi & Young, you know you're hiring a law firm that has nationally ranked settlements and verdicts. We have over 2 decades of experience holding 18-wheeler companies accountable for their negligent action. Don't make the mistake of hiring anybody else. Hire the best. Hire Godarzi & Young.
And back to senior night here from Jeff Traylor Stadium, and what a night it has been already. Buckeyes lead 29-0. Nothing but Buckeyes all night long tonight, with a few first down interruptions by Pittsburgh thrown in, but otherwise it is all orange and black here tonight from Jeff Traylor Stadium on senior night. 29-0 with still 1 minute left to play in the first quarter. And at this rate, Mr. Pate's leg's going to be sore. He is kicking for the 7th time now. 4th kickoff, 3rd extra point. And he's going to kick it off once again to Pittsburgh. This entire quarter, folks, has been played in the Buckeye side of the field. We have lots of stats, but it's just been total domination by the Buckeyes so far. Here's the kick. He is going to kick this one deep. It's going to hit at the 3 and bounce through the end zone for a touchback. And the Buckeye kicking team behind the leg of Mr. Pate shows its diversity as this one goes deep and through the end zone. Davis had a fantastic game so far tonight. 2 sacks, and Trillian Butler on that blitz causing a sack fumble. Buckeyes recover that. Score on the next play from DeVray Smith. Tough running straight ahead. And it has just been all the fellas in orange and black. Lots of seniors scoring tonight already. Brendan Webb, the only junior to tack one of those 3 touchdowns on. And Pittsburgh kind of reeling right now behind the onslaught from this black flag defense. Still spread formation, trips to the right-hand side. They're going to hand this off straight ahead. Running back's going to pick up about 4 yards. Let's call it 5 out to the 30-yard line. And I think Coach Tristan's going to be happy to let the clock expire here. Under a minute now. Taking the time, 30 seconds on the play clock. 2nd and 5. Good pickup on first down there. Very positive yardage. Once again, here's that wide sweep play out to the same back, number 8. He is going to dance around, move the chains out across the 40. That's an effective play for Pittsburgh, as they're going to wind the clock and move the chains. That will be a first down out to about the 36. And the referee waving the clock stopped. I'm not sure why. Now they're running the clock. That was the line judge. Running under 15 seconds. That's going to be the last play of the first quarter, I think. Well, it looks like they are going to line up and try to get this snap off. Here's the snap, dropping back to pass. Quarterback is under pressure as he has been all night. Throws that one away with 1 second left in this first quarter. And they'll run that all the way down to 0. And let's see what the referees say, whether or not we will have a quarter pause. And I think we will. So 2 quick shout-outs. One to the Gilmer Buckeye volleyball team, area champs. They won the bi-district championship earlier in the week. Last night they won 2 out of 3 sets down in Lufkin against a very talented team down in Houston. And Miss Vicki Davidson's got the Lady Buckeyes marching into the regional tournament and really playing great volleyball. So good luck to them. And I want to congratulate everybody that we know that are the Texas Rangers fans out there. The 18 font headlines today in the Dallas Morning News said, finally. That was about right for all us Rangers fans who have for years and years, at least the last 10, maligned the fact that we were 1 strike away. Well, no longer, as the wait is over. Congratulations to the Texas Rangers, a fine organization. World Series champs. We'll take a quick commercial break and come right back with the second quarter. Well, never mind, we'll stay here as we will flip the field and maybe play the other direction for a little while tonight. We've worn the turf out. These Buckeyes playing on the north end of the field all night tonight in the first quarter. Once again, commanding 29-0 lead at the end of 1 stanza. Here's the snap. They're going to hand this one outside handoff. They've got a block out there. The talented number 8's picked up another first down, or close to it. 8-yard gain there. That's been the most effective play they've run all night. Just a wide sweep play. They get blocks, and number 15, that's easily kind of got hung up in the wash there. Good job blocking downfield by the receivers. Picks up 8 yards, makes it 3rd and manageable. Let's see if they keep it on the ground here. If the Buckeyes can get a negative play, this might be 4-down territory for Pittsburgh. Once again, down 4 scores already just to start the second quarter. Take the snap. They're going to hand off wide. Quarterback is going to keep it. He's going to move the chains barely across the 45-yard line. It will be first down Pittsburgh, but he paid a price for that one as the young sophomore talented quarterback, coach's son, keeps the ball. And he got the half yard that he needed to move the chains. And there'll be another series for Pittsburgh as we click under 11 minutes to play here in this first half. Once again, they run from the spread. You can see the talented athletes that Pittsburgh has. They always have. They're just really thin this year. And that was a flag, and the Pittsburgh Pirates jumped off sides once again. It's illegal procedure. They will back this up 5 yards and start again. 1st and 15 behind the chains. The head coach and athletic director, Mr. Tristan Abram, across the way. Appeared in a state championship game several years ago with Paul Pewitt, and then moved over to Pittsburgh. And with the young, talented sophomore, they decided to go the spread offense this year, rebuilding lots of sophomores and juniors. Most of these guys will be on the team again next year, just don't have the numbers out. Here's a handoff straight ahead into a wall of black jerseys. That's going to go nowhere. Bring up about 2nd and 14 now. Clock ticks down under 11 minutes in this first half. 29-0, your Buckeyes lead on senior night. Incredible first quarter by the Buckeyes, scoring 4 times. That's kind of been a trademark through the years of this Buckeye team, putting up big numbers and running off and leaving their opponents and just putting them in a situation where they really have to have desperation heaves to get back in the game, stops the clock, and then the Buckeyes just pile on. Here's a fumbled snap once again from the quarterback. Throws almost an interception, easily almost climbed the ladder to get that one. Brings up 3rd down and 14. That snap was fumbled, hit the ground. He picked it up and tried to throw it. But once again, under duress, just a hard night for the young sophomore already, facing a really talented defense. They played very close games, the Pittsburgh Pirates, but have been defeated by North Lamar and by Spring Hill with Liberty Islo as well. So they will not make the playoffs. 4 out of the 6 teams in our district will. Here's the snap, kind of low. They're getting a screen pass, see if the Buckeyes can sniff it out, but they don't. Number 8, he's gone to the house, folks. He's at the 10, he's at the 5, and he's going to score, showing good wills. Once again, just a great call there. Tristan Abram and his staff catching the Buckeyes in a blitz, throwing the screen pass, and that was the exact right call to the exact right man. Fastest man on the field, number 2 for the Pittsburgh Pirates. Excuse me, that's number 8, the running back that has been so effective for them. And they get on the board 29-6 now. They'll leave the offense on the field to go for 2. With 9:35 remaining, that is a 56-yard touchdown scamper on the screen pass. Just a great call from the staff there by Coach Abrams and his staff. That also includes Mr. Tevin Godfrey, who is his wide receivers coach, former Buckeye, state champion. Here's a play up the middle to the outside, and the Buckeyes all over that one. And boy, along comes Bell just to put an exclamation point on it. And he runs through the wide receiver there to stop that extra point play with some authority. 29-6. We'll see what the first drive of the second quarter holds for the Buckeyes right after this.
Do you enjoy watching your favorite TV programs on your smartphone or tablet? Or maybe you'd rather watch them on your Roku or Amazon Fire TV. Tired of having to change your TV input from your old traditional cable to watch your favorite streaming apps? If so, we have great news for you. eTex is making the move to streaming and has launched a new app. eTex TV allows you to watch over 130 channels in full HD on your streaming or mobile devices. This means you can simply download the eTex TV app, subscribe, and start watching. With all your favorite functions like DVR and Pause Live TV, and new features like Restart TV. To learn more, visit www.etex.net or contact a customer service rep at 903-797-HELP. That's 903-797-4357.
All right, back to the action as the Pittsburgh Pirates make the perfect call and get on the board with a touchdown screen pass. 55 yards was that drive. 4 plays, 2 runs for 3 yards, and then the 2 passes, 1 for nothing and the other one for 52 yards for the touchdown. As just a great call by Coach Abrams there, catches the Buckeyes in a blitz. And just the good wheels of number 8, the running back there. That's Jaden Holloway. And he's been good for a long time. We've been watching him since his sophomore year. Very, very talented running back for Pittsburgh, who will kick off for the second time only tonight, trailing 29-6 with 9:35 left to play. Here's a pooch kick taken by Connor Dodd. He's going to take that, and he's going to get about 5 yards. Good field position, saves himself 5 up to the 44-yard line. Jaden Edmonds comes back in at quarterback for the Buckeyes, and will kind of take over here going south, and we'll see if we can get some traffic on the other end of this field, as everything has been played to the north end so far here tonight. Trips to the short side of the field with a tight end set for the Buckeyes. Offset back to the left is number 1, Will Henderson. Let's see if they try to outflank the Pittsburgh Pirates here. Here's the motion from Webb out to the wide side of the field. Jaden's going to wait until he gets set, take the snap, and look back inside to number 13, Jeremiah Noble, and that's blown up by big number 44. Great play from his linebacker position. They've seen that on film. Normally that's to Eric Tate that's running that inside screen. That was Jeremiah Noble on that one, and he got blown up before he got started for no gain. 2nd and 10, Buckeyes playing fast. Jeremiah goes back to the left, wide out slot. Edmond takes the snap, going to hand it to Will Henderson straight ahead. Will keeps his legs churning, picks up 5 big yards. That's some rough sledding inside, as Will does that so well. He's fast, but you forget about how strong his legs are. as he just keeps them churning for 5 yards, brings up 3rd and manageable for the Buckeyes from midfield. Substitutions there by the Buckeyes. Once again, trips to the right-hand side. That's the wide side of the field now. Henderson offset to Evans' left with a slot back offset to the right. Evans going to hand it to Will up around the right-hand side. He's got some wheels, and folks, he hits the Jets, and my goodness, he runs straight by the safety like he is not even there. That is just not fair, folks. That number 11 for the Pittsburgh Pirates looked like he had an angle on him, and Will just never even made a move. He just ran straight by him, and that is a 50-yard touchdown scamper from Will Henderson, and you just knew it's a matter of time before that senior gets loose. And that's just kind of men against boys there on that one, folks. If you're watching live on television, yes, he is moving that fast. That is not a slow safety there, number 11 for Pittsburgh. He just completely misjudged the angle. Normally, he's got that angle cold, but when you're running against a world-class sprinter, it is just nothing to toy with, and Will just left him standing. Pate in for the extra point. Kick is up, and it is good. And just like that, the Buckeyes stretch their lead to 36-6 with 8:17 remaining in the first half. We'll be right back.
Texas Heritage National Bank would like to invite the Buckeye Nation to visit our new full-service bank in Gilmer. We are conveniently located on Highway 271 and Redbud Street with a brand new facility ready to serve our friends and neighbors. We offer competitive rates on all of our deposit products, as well as some great options for business financing to help your business grow from 5 employees to 500 employees. Texas Heritage National Bank would also like to take this time to thank all of the teachers, administration, and school board for investing in the future of our kiddos. We would also like to wish all of the student athletes a wonderful and safe year. Come see us soon.
Back to Buckeye Stadium, Jeff Traylor Stadium here, as the Buckeyes stretch the lead to 36-6 after a 50-yard scamper. That is 4 plays, 2 runs on that drive. 52 total yards, capped off by the 50-yard touchdown run by Will the Tomahawk Henderson. As that's not even fair, folks. That, I was just making the comment, that was a LaMichael James type run as he just ran and blew straight through the stop sign. Nothing that the defender could do from Pittsburgh as he just watches him run by. Kick taken at the 24-yard line, running the wide side of the field, just stringing it out on the Buckeyes. Make the tackle at the 30-yard line. The Buckeyes doing a good job staying home. Trill Butler on the tackle once again. And here comes the black flag. Also number 37 in on that tackle. That's Lino Diaz, the senior fullback and inside linebacker, making a great tackle on that play on senior night. And it's 1st and 10, once again, Pittsburgh from their own 30-yard line as we play on the other end of the field a little bit here in the second quarter. 36-6, your Buckeyes lead. 8 minutes to play in the first half. Pittsburgh scoring drive the last time they touched it. It's going to be a handoff inside to the big number 8 Holloway. He picks up, let's call it 5 yards on that play. Nice pickup, nice blocking up front there by the offensive line. They block down and kick out and get to the second level. He's a load. Holloway probably weighs about 195 pounds at about 5'10". And he is a speedster as well. Trips out to the left-hand side now. Holloway splits out to twins in the right, leaving an empty backfield for the quarterback. Going to take the snap. It's going to be a quarterback draw. He follows his blockers, and he's got room, folks, and he's got some wheels. He's out at the 30. He's going to be run down from behind. Looks like number 3 to Eric Tate gets that tackle all the way down at the 10-yard line as he just follows his blockers, and to Eric's got to go save a touchdown. This is one of those plays right here that Coach Metzel talked about during the coaches show and at the coaches luncheon both. Just the effort to not give up on that play by number 3 to Eric Tate. Let's see if that's rewarded with a stop here inside the 10. Happened last week with Trillian Butler recovering a fumble inside the 10. And this is number 8 Holloway once again. He's going to be down to about the 8-yard line, bring up 2nd and goal for Pittsburgh. As good effort there by to Eric Tate and good speed. As we knew the young sophomore can really run. He's a good athlete. about 6'1", let's call him 180 pounds, and a good arm and good legs and a great future for Coach Abrams and the Pittsburgh Pirates. Twins left and right, once again, 2nd and goal from the Buckeye 8-yard line. Black flag trying to bow their neck here. Once again, Holloway straight up the middle, and he meets a wall at about the 6-yard line. It's going to bring up 3rd down and goal, as just closing the door on the run game there with 6:25 left to play in this first half. Buckeyes trying to keep Pittsburgh out of the end zone here on 3rd and goal. 36-6, a 30-point lead for the Buckeyes. And this game probably is already kind of in hand for the Buckeyes, but this is the opportunity going into playoff week that you really want to sharpen things up. And a goal line stand here would be really nice for the Buckeyes. Obviously 4-down territory. Here's the snap, and it's a fumble, and all the way back to the 13-yard line as Cameron Brown makes that tackle. And it brings up 4th down and goal from the 14-yard line. And that's exactly what Coach Metzel talks about. You trace that back to the hustle play from number 3 to Eric Tate to run the quarterback down from behind inside the 10. And now we've got 4th down and 14 as the Buckeyes have not given up points. And we're going to have a timeout here by Pittsburgh on a big 4th and 14 play. 5:30 left to play in the first half. Buckeyes lead 36-6. We'll be right back.
It's gonna be alright. How can you tell? I feel it in my heart. It's gonna be okay.
Juicy's Burgers, serving you for over 40 years.
Back to the action here as the Buckeyes with a big 4th down and goal from their own 14-yard line as Pittsburgh tries to score more points with quarterback Nick Stiles. His legs got him down here, but Eric Tate runs him down inside the 10. 2 negative plays later, it is 4th down and goal from the 14. As the Buckeye black flag looking to slam the door here and regain possession on downs. Give the ball back to the offense with 5.5 minutes left to play in this first half. Big lead, 36-6. This would not be the first time the Buckeyes have hung 40 points on an opponent in the first half, but that is great offensive efficiency that you want to see from this fast break Buckeye offense. Two-headed monster now. Caden Tennyson and Jaden Edmonds both having time at quarterback both last week and this week. 4th and 14 now. Stiles back deep. He's going to throw this one up, but Jamar Byrd in for the defense, and it is excellent, sitting right in his front pocket. Couldn't play that better, and the Buckeyes take over on downs. The black flag slams the door, and this is exactly the example that Coach Metzel used with us all week long. Last week pointing at Mr. Easley, who runs down a back inside the 10. Next play, Trillian Butler recovers a fumble. And then the next play, 92 yards later, Will Henderson tomahawks it into the end zone for a touchdown. And that was really all off the hustle play of Mr. Easley. This series, it's Mr. Eric Tate running the quarterback down. Stiles inside the 10, and the Buckeyes get the ball back. Caden Tennyson back in at quarterback. Motion man out to the wide side. They're going to hand it to Will Henderson. Look out. Oh, my goodness, he almost got loose. Picks up 5 on that first down play out to about the 17-yard line, and he was a step away from having another wind sprint there as the speed just got it before it got going. He hit the afterburners, but the tackle was made. Brings up 2nd and 5 for the Buckeye offense. Same formation, trips to the right, single receiver out to the left. Caden Tennyson back to throw, rolls to his right. He looks down the field, and did he catch that ball? That's number 4, Jamar Byrd. That one probably should not have been thrown. There's a flag down at the 22-yard line. That may be against Pittsburgh. We will see what the call is here. And Caden probably shouldn't have let that one go or just use his feet, as that was lucky that it wasn't intercepted. And we're going to see what the flag is. So a couple of scores tonight, as we've got North Lamar down to Liberty Ilo 28-0. That's for the 4th and final playoff spot. Looks like the Leopards will probably become the 4th place team in our district and make the playoffs. We have a timeout for the Buckeyes on 3rd down and 5 from the 17. We'll take a timeout as well. 4:51 left. Buckeyes lead 36-6 in the first half. We'll be right back.
At First National Bank, together we're better. We're a regional bank, big enough for all of East Texas, that cares and is invested in the people and communities we serve. With the strength and services to meet the needs of every customer, big or small. From business financing for big companies and small mom and pops to our family of personal banking customers. First National Bank of East Texas. Together, we're better. And we think that's kind of a big deal.
Back to Jeff Traylor Stadium and senior night here in Gilmer, as we will have lots of band festivities. The junior high band joining the top-ranked Buckeye band, who's top 5 finalists in the state of Texas state marching contest last week in Waco. Congratulations to Mr. Gray and Mr. Garman and the entire staff there, as once again the Buckeye band showing up big. Multiple year sweepstakes award winning, now 3 years in a row making the top 5 bands in the state as finalists in the UIL marching contest. And they will get ready for a halftime show, special senior night show tonight for them. But first, the Buckeyes 3rd down and 5. They go in motion. Caden Tennyson takes a snap. It's a screen pass. They've got it on to Will Henderson. Will gets 1 block. That's usually all he needs. He hits the Jets, folks. He's at the 40, out to the 50. He is dragging guys all the way down to the 40-yard line, as that is Will showing how strong he is, not just fast. Great call there on the screen pass to Will, and he cashes that into a 40-yard gain into Pittsburg territory, maintaining possession and flipping the field as he will come off for a much-needed breather. It usually does not take a lot of blocks to spring him. Twins left wide and twins right wide now for the Buckeyes in those bunch sets. Caden Tennyson going to hand off straight ahead, and that is Smith breaking tackles down inside the 35-yard line. Just a strong straight-ahead runner. DeVray Smith, the senior, really been a breath of fresh air. Kind of brings the thunder to the lightning of Will, the Tomahawk Henderson. And that's really become a nice 1-2 punch. Caden back in at quarterback. 2nd down and 5 from the 35. Buckeyes driving with 3:58 left to play in this first half. Twins left, twins right. Offset back to the left is Smith. Brings a man in motion. Now he goes back. Caden takes the snap, drops back to pass, makes 1 pump fake. Looking over the middle, and he's got Jamar Bird for a touchdown. That is a strike and an excellent read there by Caden Tennyson. You really can't do it any better than that. He looks over to number 3 that's going down the wide side of the field, moves the safety, and just creates space for Jamar Bird straight up the middle. That is the same play, folks, that Jaden Edmonds threw for a touchdown last week to number 7, Brennan Webb. That is the exact same play. In that case, he was already open, and Jaden made the touch pass, really laid it in softly, and that was a frozen rope from Caden Tennyson, looking off the safety and then delivering a strike to Jamar Bird. Another touchdown for the Buckeyes to put 42 on the board with the extra point left to come. Kick is up, and it is good, and the Buckeyes lead 43-6. Does not take long. Long screen pass play to Will Henderson, and then a frozen rope from Caden Tennyson to Jamar Bird for the touchdown. Well in hand for the Buckeyes, a 43-point half, and maybe some more left to come. 3:36 left to play. Buckeyes have it well in hand in senior night tonight. We'll be right back after these messages.
Please join Jeff Rash and Alan Metzel each Monday morning for the Gilmer Buckeyes Coaches Show. Every week, Jeff and Alan discuss elements of the program, speak with special guests, give player updates, review key plays from the prior week, and give insights on the opponent for the current week. As a fan, this is your chance to go into the locker room and behind the scenes. To view the Coaches Show, go to GilmerBuckeyes.com and click on the Coaches Show button. Go Buckeyes!
Back to Jeff Traylor Stadium here, and a 43-point half put up by these Gilmer Buckeyes on senior night to welcome the month of November, and they have not looked more polished than this all year long, folks, as they are getting ready to claim the 2nd position going into the playoffs. They'll face Center most likely next week. We'll give you an update towards the end of the game. Pate takes 2 more steps back and will probably kick this one deep. He does. He puts his full leg into it. It's going to hit at the 5 and check up, and it's going to be taken inside the 5 by number 7, surrounded by Buckeyes. He breaks 1 and 2 tackles and does a good job to get out beyond the 15-yard line as that ball just checks up. And I don't know what Pate's got spin-wise on those balls. He kicks it deep, and it just checks straight up in the air, and that's a live ball. We do have a Buckeye down that's going to be requiring attention. That is not what you want to see on senior night. And that is a number that ends with a 2, and we're not sure who that is. Hopefully that's not Trillian Butler. Still cannot see who that is. He gets up holding his arm. I think that is Trillian Butler, as that would be a big loss for the Buckeyes. Such an important piece of the black flag defense there, as he's going to get attention there. It just looks like he stuck his arm out. Hopefully that's just a bruise. As once again the Buckeyes respond with the A-team in the secondary. Lots of depth for the Buckeyes. They play up to 20 players on defense to have depth to this black flag. 3:27 left, trips out to the right. Styles in the quarterback. He's going to hand it off to Holloway straight up the middle. He's going to get about 3 yards and then just run into a host of Buckeyes. And it looks like we're going to have a timeout as they're going to blow this dead. I'm not sure if we took the timeout. They are saying reset the play clock. And the referee blows the clock back into play. So I guess that was a clock timeout by the white hat there that waved off the game clock. 2nd down and 9. Styles takes the handoff, gives it to Holloway straight up the middle, and once again he's met by a host of Buckeyes. Push back for maybe a 1-yard gain, bring up 3rd and 9. Coach Metzel still with all of his timeouts, but a 43-6 lead. Not real anxious to try to get any of that done at this point. As Will Henderson from his corner position sheds his hand warmer. I'm not sure I'd let him wear that. It looks like a parachute, and that rocket ship needs no slowing down, just no brakes. Here's Styles rolling to his right out of an empty set, looks down the field, throws it short and complete, but short of the 1st down. That's going to bring up 4th and 3 for Pittsburgh. Ran out of bounds with 2:25 remaining. Let's see if Coach Abrams decides to go for this or punt. And he will punt, knowing that if he gives the ball back to the Buckeye offense, they need far less than 2:25 to score again, as they would pick it up right on the doorstep of the red zone once again. Webb standing at midfield inside the G to receive this punt. And Styles, a really good punter. He has been kind of deceptive. He's going to use all the play clock. Abrams going to use a timeout as they got an extra man to run on. And we will take a timeout as well before we come back and conclude this first half. Buckeyes lead 43-6. We'll be right back.
2-time Hall of Fame inductees, Brent Godarzi and Marty Young. Back-to-back #1 trucking firm in the nation. Back-to-back best attorney and best law firm in East Texas.
It's fully loaded, great gas mileage, 30,000-mile warranty.
I like it. What else do you have?
Here's one. It's fully loaded, great gas mileage, 30,000-mile warranty.
Looks like the same car.
Exactly the same, but this one's $120 less per month.
What's the catch?
No catch if you use Credit Union of Texas. Let me show you.
With the Credit Union of Texas Flex Auto Loan, you get the car of your dreams, lower payments, no hassle. Get started now at cutx.org.
Back to the action here, expecting a punt from Styles, who stands at his own 12-yard line. Webb now scooting up to his 45 to receive this punt, and this one is a hit and roll. Checks up about the Buckeye 44-yard line where it will be touched dead. And the Buckeye offense with plenty of time, 2:16 left. Caden Tennyson after the frozen rope touchdown to Jamar Bird. Outstanding pass, probably the best pass Caden's thrown all year. It was a good strike to Eric Tate earlier. But that last pass and what he did with the safety with his eyes was just textbook right there. That's what you want to see from a young quarterback. And they are going to mark this for whatever reason at midfield. I thought that died at the 44. I'm not sure Coach Abrams has realized what's going on there.
I think it hit their player in the back.
Oh, it may have hit their player. Good eyes there by Mr. Konitz, our cameraman who sees all. And they're going to hand it off straight ahead. And that is going to be big number 0. Aaron Bell, the big man, getting the carry from the fullback position, picking up 7 with his legs there. If number 1, Will Henderson's not scary enough, number 0 comes in at about 45, 50 pounds more, and he puts his head down. 2nd down and 3. As Mr. Bell on senior night getting his carries, he takes a handoff, goes straight ahead, feels his way forward, manages a block, and he puts the Jets on, and he's still on his feet down to the 10-yard line, showing great feet. That is the big barnstorming Aaron Bell, charging down straight ahead, just refusing to go down, keeping his legs churning. He shows what a great athlete he is, and he's probably 6'1", let's call him 230. He is put together like a tank, and he ran like a tank on that. Giving it to Bell once again, goes straight up the middle. He charges forward down to the goal line, just short, as he's just smelling the end zone. They're going to give it to him again. They just give number 0 the ball and get out the way. Here's the snap, hands it to 0. He is tackled. Well, it looked like it. Fumbles into the end zone, and they're saying he is down at the 1 as the Buckeyes go fast on 1st and goal. It's going to bring up 2nd and goal from the 1. He was hit in the backfield. That's Aaron Bell. And we've got a man down. I think that's Jaron Pilcher, who's just getting up slow. That's the center. Played so well this year, folks. I got to tell you, I mean, I think that's actually number 70 for the Buckeyes. That's big Felipe Roca that comes off the field. So that's not Jaron Pilcher, the center. But just to brag on Jerem a little bit, I mean, we've had great snaps all year long. So as emphasis, big number 42, Trey Lee, goes into the game for the Buckeyes at fullback. And with Trey Lee in front of you and handing the ball to Aaron Bell, I'm not sure who's going to get in the way of this freight train as we hear it in the background. And there's about to be a freight train on the near hash mark coming straight at Pittsburgh. This is going to be number 0 with number 42 blocking. Here it is, straight up the middle. And Bell breaks it to the outside and scores his touchdown on senior night. Well deserved. That was the Aaron Bell drive on that one. And the big man puts it in the end zone, and we are going to have a 50-point first half, folks, from this Buckeye offense. They've scored every time they've touched it. And that was a clinic on the ground there by the big man. And of course, running behind big number 42, Trey Lee. That's just, that's child abuse is what that is if you're in a white jersey. Buckeyes score once again. Pate on for the extra point. There's the snap, perfect hold, kick is up and good. And the Buckeyes have put half 100 on the board in the first half with still a minute left to play. 50-6 Buckeyes lead. And a score quickly from Pleasant Grove. They are up 28-10 over the Spring Hill Panthers. And that will set the stage for the number 1 team and district champion this year, Pleasant Grove Hawks, to start their trek in the playoffs with the Buckeyes in the number 2 position and the Enfield position. We'll talk about that more in the second half. But for now, it is 50-6 going into the half. 1 minute left to play. We'll be right back after these messages.
Crowley Funeral Home has been serving families in Gilmer since 1883. Funeral director and Gilmer High School graduate Troy Murray leads the professional staff at Crowley Funeral Home and is committed to providing dignified, respectful, and compassionate assistance to every family in their time of need. Crowley Funeral Home feels strongly about maintaining high standards of excellent service while still keeping prices affordable. At Crowley Funeral Home, we treat your family as our own.
And the Buckeyes have put up half 100 here in the first half with 61 seconds left to play in this half. And I tell you what, folks, This is exactly what Coach Metzel and the Buckeyes hope for. Get out fast, score quick, and score often as they have here in the first half, and then get a bunch of young guys into play. Pate kicking off once again. It's a pooch kick. Fair caught at the 25. He fumbles the ball, and now he tries to run with it, and that is going to be blown dead since he did try to make a fair catch. Clock does not move, so 61 ticks left in this first half. And boy, it's been a clinic by this Buckeyes on both sides of the ball. We kind of expected this coming in. Nothing really to play for Pittsburgh, and they have not won a district game. Are not going to make the playoffs, really no chance. And we are seeing what we had hoped happened, which is Pleasant Grove to run the table and be in the number 1 spot. What that means is that in week 3, they will probably draw the Carthage Bulldogs. And 2 of the top 3 teams, not only in this region, but the entire state in 4A Division II, will get to play each other before the winner will get to play the Buckeyes. Some business for the Buckeyes. They will likely play the Center Rough Riders in the first round. The talented offense will be a good test for the Buckeyes. That will either be in Marshall or Hallsville. We're hoping for Hallsville. That is also where the playoff run started for the 2014 Buckeyes, in case you are keeping score. Here is pressure on Stiles, the quarterback. He throws this one up he throws it under the band. Nice play there by Stiles, as he was under all kinds of pressure from Mr. Cameron Brown and company there in his backfield. He saves himself about a 35, 40-yard bomb to no one just to get it back to the line of scrimmage. And it's a good sign. Trillian Butler, who had injured his arm there on that kickoff play, comes back in at outside linebacker. That is a good sign for this Black Flag defense. He is such a great player. Integral part of whatever playoff run the Buckeyes will be on. Number 22 will be a big part of it, folks. So 51 seconds after the incomplete pass. And we'll see if Coach Abrams decides to keep it on the ground here just to run the clock. Back to pass. They look to throw a screen pass, and the Buckeyes all over that one. Bell just read that one, and again, number 22, Trillian Butler. Trill is just the heart, becoming the heart and soul of the linebacking core. He moves in 2 weeks ago from his corner position into linebacker because he's so physical and such a good tackler. The Buckeyes at no loss for athletes with number 21, number 3, number 1, number 7, there's number 4, all kinds of guys that play corner, but Trill Butler has really brought the physicality to the linebacker position. 3rd and 11, money down here for the Buckeyes with timeouts left if they still want to stop this clock, but it's a running clock on that fumble, and the Buckeyes pick it up and recover it. Big number 54, Hagler, grabbed it up with his left hand, and folks, Hagler had a chance to score as he is a big man down there and really playing himself into shape from these first 10 games. And the Buckeyes are probably going to just kneel down on this one after putting 50 points up in the first half, as big number 0, Bell, goes back into the game. Trill Butler goes in at running back, and he's going to be in deep set, and Jaden Edmonds is just going to take this one and take a knee, and the Buckeyes are going to take a 50-6 lead in at halftime and try to get some youngsters into play. We look forward to the Juicy's halftime show. We want to thank all of our sponsors this year, all year long. We'll talk a little bit about our playoff run and broadcast schedule when we get done with the Buckeye Band here in a second, as Jaden Edmonds takes a knee, and these Gilmer Buckeyes on senior night hang half 100 on the Pittsburgh Pirates in the first half. 50-6. It has been a clinic, and these Buckeye fans appreciate these Buckeyes. We'll be right back with the Juicy's halftime show right after this.
Aaron Bell, senior, fullback, middle linebacker.
Will Henderson, senior, running back and quarterback.
Elias Castillo, senior, inside linebacker, fullback.
Jamar Bird, 2024, receiver and corner. Dang, let's get it.
Terry Tate, senior, wide receiver and DB.
Damari Hackett, senior, number 5. Hey, we are here.
Connor Dodd, senior, wide receiver and safety.
Brendan Webb, junior, receiver, DB.
Alex Sims, junior, running back, outside linebacker.
Jaden Edmonds, senior, quarterback, 3 safety.
Caden Tennyson, class of 2025, quarterback. Charles Manson, Jr., receiver, DB.
Jeremiah Noble, Jr., outside linebacker, receiver. Dervay Smith, senior, running back, and outside linebacker. Michael Easley, Jr., wide receiver, safety. Let's roll it.
Harrison Lofton, senior, outside linebacker, hooker.
Grayson Bates, fullback, inside linebacker.
Jordan Escalante, Jr., quarterback, outside backer. Bentley Trainer, receiver and corner.
Will Gross, senior, inside receiver, cornerback. Go Bucks.
Amari Morton, Jr., receiver, DB.
Jason Merrill, Jr., running back, outside linebacker. Octavian Prom Hector, sophomore, running back, and safety.
Kobe Webb, senior, receiver, outside backer.
Devin McDonald, sophomore, middle linebacker, fullback.
Daedrian Jimerson, Jr., running back, corner.
Nick Zimmerall, senior, fullback, linebacker.
Luke Holyfield, senior, fullback, middle linebacker. Mason Denton, Jr., middle linebacker and fullback.
Braden Pate, Jr., outside linebacker.
Jerry Dean, Jr., middle linebacker. Nehemiah Henderson, senior, inside linebacker, fullback.
Leno Diaz, senior, fullback, inside linebacker.
I'm senior, Doha, junior, running back, corner.
Noah Connets, Jr., wide receiver, cornerback.
Max Walker, Jr., wide receiver, safety. Cameron Brown, senior, D-line.
Hudson Wynn, junior, D-line.
Jeff Bates, sophomore, offensive line, defensive line.
Justin Jones, senior, inside linebacker and wide receiver.
Griffin Hill, senior, defensive end and tight end.
Tyler Hagler, sophomore, O-line, D-line.
Ezekiel Aguilar, senior, O-line, D-line.
Justin Anderson, offensive line, defensive line.
Alex again, junior, O-line, D-line.
Ryan Andrews, junior, O-line, D-line.
Senior, Sean Wallace, offensive line, D-line, number 55. Nathan McVicker, O-line, D-line, sophomore.
Aiden Summers, O-line, D-line, junior, 2025.
Spencer Murphy, senior, O-line, D-line. Chance Walker, sophomore, O-line, D-line. My name is Terrence Wahim. I'm a junior. I play offensive line and defensive line.
Felipe Rocha, I'm a junior. I play offensive line and defensive line.
Hunter Burney, O-line, D-line. I'm a junior.
Lucas Cano, junior, O-line, D-line.
My name is Fernando Delgado. I'm a junior, and I play D-line.
Jeremy Pilcher, senior, offensive line.
Logan Thornley, I'm a junior. I play inside receiver and outside linebacker.
Two-time Hall of Fame inductees, Brent Godarzy and Marty Young. Back-to-back #1 trucking firm in the nation. Back-to-back best attorney and best law firm in East Texas.
It's fully loaded, great gas mileage, 30,000-mile warranty.
I like it. What else do you have?
Here's one. It's fully loaded, great gas mileage, 30,000-mile warranty.
Looks like the same car.
Exactly the same. But this one's $120 less per month.
What's the catch?
No catch if you use Credit Union of Texas. Let me show you.
With the Credit Union of Texas Flex Auto Loan, you get the car of your dreams, lower payments, no hassle. Get started now at cutx.org.
Crowley Funeral Home has been serving families in Gilmer since 1883. Funeral director and Gilmer High School graduate Troy Murray leads the professional staff at Crowley Funeral Home and is committed to providing dignified, respectful, and compassionate assistance to every family in their time of need. Crowley Funeral Home feels strongly about maintaining high standards of excellent service while still keeping prices affordable. At Crowley Funeral Home, we treat your family as our own.
And back to the action here to the Juicy's halftime show. We've got some statistics, a few scores for you, and then give you an update on the playoff run that will begin next week. We will take on the Center Rough Riders in Hallsville at 7:30 next Friday night is how we're scheduled. Check your local listings, the Gilmer Mirror and around town, E-Tex Channel 1. We will talk about that in a quick second. We've got some UIL rules that will affect our broadcast through this playoff run, as it does seemingly each and every year, that we will review. But first, halftime statistics as the Buckeyes hang half 100. 50-6 is your halftime score over the Pittsburg Pirates. Gilmer rushing 19 for 184 yards. Pittsburg 22 for 66 yards. The Buckeyes were 8 out of 10 passing for 208 yards and 2 touchdowns. 5 out of 12 for 84 yards for Pittsburg. Total 29 plays for 392 yards. No turnovers for the Buckeyes, only 1 penalty for 5 yards. And nice time of possession, keeping it balanced run and pass, 11 minutes and 31 seconds for Gilmer. For Pittsburgh, they have 2 turnovers. They ran 34 plays for a total of 150 yards, 4 penalties for 30 yards, and 12:29 on the time of possession. Just pretty much a dominant performance by your Gilmer Buckeyes here on senior night at Jeff Traylor Stadium. Once again, your halftime score 50-6, Buckeyes lead. The Pleasant Grove Hawks are taking care of business at home tonight against the Spring Hill Panthers, which would put Pleasant Grove the number 1 seed in the district. Number 2 seed would be your Gilmer Buckeyes. Number 3 would be Spring Hill, and it looks like Liberty Ilo is beating North Lamar tonight for the number 4 spot is how things would finish up. Now, going into playoffs, folks, we just want to make these announcements. If you're watching this game on Saturday morning and preparing, we are going to be playing the Center Rough Riders, who are a very talented team offensively, and the Buckeyes secondary will be tested next week in Hallsville as the Buckeyes will have their by-district contest against the number 3 seed from the district south of us. And that would be Center. Van would be the number 2 team, and Carthage the number 1 team out of that district. As we begin our playoff broadcast schedule, folks, we do want to make the announcement that week to week we will have a different set of rules. The UIL has sold all the rights to all the games. NFHS and Bally Sports have the opportunity to broadcast any game that they would like. Normally the Buckeyes are a popular draw as people like to watch the explosive Buckeyes play and like to check on all the Division I talent that the Buckeyes put on display. When number 1's on the field, you can pretty much get used to the fact that there's going to draw a lot of eyeballs between he and Eric Tate, Brennan Webb, and all of the talent that the Buckeyes put on the field. They are a great TV draw. What does that mean? That means, folks, that we will be potentially broadcasting audio-only games as we do not have the rights. We do have to pay every single week for the rights to broadcast each game. We just hope that we get the luck of the draw and we do not get picked for any broadcast games. We will beg and plead with the UIL and the NFHS. We have had times in the past years against the Van Vandals from Tyler Rose Stadium, for example, in the second round, where we were given exclusive permission to broadcast, and our broadcast became the NFHS broadcast, which essentially meant that you had to pay for the game through NFHS, but you got the Buckeye broadcast team. Again, we do not know what's going to happen week to week. We have to make our report on the Monday, and we get approved on Friday at noon before the game. We don't know what's going to happen week to week. We just know that we're going to be prepared to do our broadcast each and every week throughout the playoff run, and then we will broadcast it out. GilmerBuckeyes.com, GilmerISD.org, etext.net will all have those information as they come to pass in real time as we are told by the UIL what we can and cannot broadcast. So once again, we want to thank our sponsors for sticking with us all year. Our sponsors will have playoff runs. We will be broadcasting the game on Saturdays, the day after, pretty much no matter what. And we will pretty much have audio broadcasts every single week no matter what. But once again, we do not know whether or not we're going to be live, so keep an eye on the websites. Keep an eye out on those Friday afternoons when the announcements come down. And if you want to just take us out of the equation, folks, we more than invite you. Just pack up and come on out to the game. The Buckeye Army needs to show up in force, as we're kind of famous for that in Gilmer, coming out and supporting our kids, being loud, getting there early, wearing orange and supporting our Buckeyes. And I got to tell you, folks, we have watched a lot of Buckeye football over the years. We are about as well positioned to make a state championship run this year, given all the competition, as we have been ever. The big game is going to be in week 3. That is going to be Carthage versus Pleasant Grove, most likely. Everybody does have to win their playoff games and get there, but it is going to be favored and expected. And so we just invite you to stick with these Buckeyes. The best is yet to come. They put the talent on display here tonight on senior night. Last home game of the year, 50-6 at halftime. As the Gilmer Buckeye Stars take the field, we will join the halftime show and kick you over to the field and the halftime entertainment on senior night.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the award-winning Gilmer High School Stars drill team, led by Ballet and Taylor Brody. Officers from left to right are Melanie Aguilar, senior, Cynthia Laura, senior. and gentlemen, at this time, we'd like to introduce our senior stars. Now we'd like to introduce those senior stars. Miss Esme Cuellar, escorted by Alex Torres. She is a 4-year member and 1-year social officer. Miss Cynthia Lara. Escorted by her parents and siblings, Jose, Cecilia, Alondra, Valeria, and Eduardo Lara. She is a 4-year member and 2-year officer. Miss Jaden Hagler. Escorted by her mother and brother, Denise and Gary Hagler. She's a 2-year member and 1-year social officer. Miss Jennifer Soria. Escorted by her parents, Jose Soria, Uriah Sanchez, and sister Jaylee. She is a 4-year member and 1-year social officer. Miss Chloe Dixon. Escorted by her parents and siblings, Joshua Tracy, Katie, Haley, and Stephen Dixon. She is a 4-year member of the Stars and 3-year officer. Miss Jayla Crouch. Escorted by her mother and sisters, Charla, Jordan, and Bailey. She is a 2-year member of the Stars and 1-year social officer. Miss Caroline Jordan. Escorted by her parents, Jason and Wendy Jordan, she is a 3-year member of the Stars and a 1-year officer. Absent from the activities tonight is Melanie Aguilar, daughter of Scott and Angelica Sisson. She is a 4-year member and 2-year officer. She is representing Gilmer and the state of Texas as an FFA National Voting Delegate. To each senior, we wish you a fantastic future. Thank you for all your hard work and dedication to the Stars, and know that each of you are loved.
Ladies and gentlemen, Gilmer Independent School District is proud to present one of the most decorated military marching bands in Texas, the pride of Upshur County, the 4-time UIL state finalist, Gilmer Buckeye Band. Tonight, the high school band is joined by the UIL award-winning junior junior high 8th grade band. And now we feature the GHS and GJH majorettes as they perform a twirl routine to the Journey hit, Don't Stop Believing. We would like to recognize our 2023-2024 GHS Band seniors that march here at Buckeye Stadium for the final time. These seniors have scored perfect marks for the last 4 years at UIL Region Marching Contest and UIL Concert and Sight Reading Contest. These seniors have also led the way for 4 consecutive years as finalists at the UIL State Military Marching Contest. Our first senior tonight is Austin Moore. Austin plays the baritone and is escorted by James and Kim Moore. Honey Hanlon. Honey plays the French horn She was escorted by Tammy Davis, Sean Davis, Jennifer Hanlon, and Greg Hanlon. Stephanie Hernandez. Stephanie is a flute player. She was escorted by Maria Hernandez and Misael Hernandez. Angelina Howe. Angelina plays the flute. She was escorted by Channing and Chantha Howe. Jules Height. Jules plays the flute, and she is escorted by David and Shay Height. Kyrian Goodwin. Kyrian plays the trumpet. He is escorted tonight by Cheryl Hart, James Hart, and Korea Williams. Juan Cerate. Juan plays the flute. He's escorted by Marlon and Jesus Miramontes. Shannon Hobbs. Shannon plays the oboe and the alto saxophone, and she is escorted by Will and Carrie Hobbs. Mia Stowe. Mia plays the flute, and she's also the drum major. She is escorted by Danya Denman and Branson Davis. Mallory Tate. Mallory plays percussion. She is escorted by Veronica and Keith Tate. Caitlin Drennan. Caitlin plays the alto saxophone. She is escorted tonight by Deanna and Ricky Drennan. Heidi Espino. Heidi plays the flute and the piccolo. She is escorted by Esther Perez and Martin Espino. Elizabeth Maldonado. Elizabeth plays the saxophone, and she was escorted by Rebecca Maldonado, Maria Maldonado, and Juan Paramo. Emily Maldonado. Emily plays the clarinet, and she is escorted by Rebecca Maldonado, Maria Maldonado, and Juan Paramo. John Hoppy. John plays the clarinet. He's escorted by Jay and Joy Hoppy. Nellie Jaramillo. Nellie plays the flute. She's escorted by Laura Trevino and George Jaramillo. Maricela Guerre. Maricela plays the trombone. She is escorted by Sylvia Campos and Enrique Guerre. Jacob Murphy. Jacob plays the tenor sax, and he's escorted by Tiffany Ross. And Veronica Rigsby. Veronica plays the snare drum. She is escorted by Jason Rigsby and Jennifer Smith. Thank you, seniors, for your outstanding leadership, hard work, and commitment to the Buckeye Band for 7 years. Congratulations, seniors.
There's something special about a local hometown bank. The pace is a little slower, the smile's a little brighter, and the relationship is, well, personal. Visit us in Gilmer or our new bank in Longview on the corner of 1844 and Judson Road. For over 120 years, Gilmer National Bank has been building relationships, one customer at a time. Come see us for all your personal, commercial, and agricultural needs, because we want to hear you say,
Gilmer National Bank. That's my bank.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
At Farmers Insurance, we've seen almost everything, so we know how to cover almost anything, even a rock and wreck. Yeah! He rocked and rolled right into it, but we covered it. At Farmers, we know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
When tragedy strikes, you don't want to be in a position where you're second-guessing your lawyer's ability or the resolve to get you fairly compensated. When you hire Godarzi & Young, you know you're hiring a law firm that has nationally ranked settlements and verdicts. We have over 2 decades of experience holding 18-wheeler companies accountable for their negligent action. Don't make the mistake of hiring anybody else. Hire the best. Hire Godarzi & Young.
Do you enjoy watching your favorite TV programs on your smartphone or tablet? Or maybe you'd rather watch them on your Roku or Amazon Fire TV. Tired of having to change your TV input from your old traditional?
And back for the Juicy's halftime show, concluding with the Gilmer Buckeyes going to kick off to start this second half, 50-6. It has been a clinic, and the guru for stats, Mr. Joe Dodd, tells us the Gilmer Buckeyes have scored the last 15 times that they've touched the ball, dating back 3 games now. Impressive indeed at the right time for the Buckeyes. Pate with the kickoff, he kicks it deep. It's going to be taken at the 6-yard line and returned out to the 20-yard line and tackled there about the 24-yard line. Good coverage by the Buckeyes. Once again, on special teams, the Buckeyes want to keep the visiting team or the opposing team inside the 30-yard line if possible, and they succeed. They're 1st and 10 from the 24 as the young Buckeyes get a chance to play some here in the second half in a 50-6 blowout. We will hope for kind of a running clock, but the defense has played exceptionally well. And a couple of wrinkles here. You see number 11, Caden Tennyson, in at probably what his more natural position and college position will be, in at that outside linebacker along with number 22 there. That is a very, very good combination for the Buckeyes on defense, as once again the Pittsburgh Pirates start the drive going backwards with an illegal motion call. They're going to back them up 5 yards, and they're going to start again 1st and 15. Not where they want to be, behind the chains. And the starting group in for the Buckeye defense. Got Will Henderson in at corner along with Eric Tate. Dodd in at safety. And the back, Holloway, gets about 5 yards for a first down. Back to the original line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and 10 from that spot out to the 25. Jamar Bird in on the tackle there along with the Buckeye linebacker. Coming up from his outside position there, number 17, that's Grayson Bates. Snap to Sykes, and it's another 5-yard gain there out to the 30-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and 5. The Buckeyes need to bow their necks here if they want to get off the field on the first drive. 2 5-yard runs, only offset by the illegal procedure penalty to start this drive. Coach Abrams happy to keep things on the ground behind Holloway and Sykes there in the backfield. Sykes takes the snap. He fumbles the snap, hands it to Holloway, and it is already blown up since the snap was fumbled. That's going to be a 4-yard loss, and the Pittsburgh Pirates are going to have to punt after being 3 and outed by this Buckeye Black Flag defense. I don't think that Coach Tristan Abrams is going to go for it. No, he sends the punting unit on. Sykes will be the punter. So the clock will run mercifully here down to about 10 minutes to play in this third quarter. And the ever dangerous to Eric Tate standing on the G at the 50-yard line awaiting Sykes' punt. He is getting the signal in from the sideline. I think that is the signal to just fair catch this ball, as they want to get some useful snaps to Eric. A danger to go to the house anytime he touches the ball, especially on special teams. This one's going to bounce away from Tarek. Great punt by Sykes inside the 30 rolling down close to the 25-yard line where the Buckeyes will start the first drive of the second half, 1st and 10. And we will see who the quarterback is going to be. It's going to be Caden Tennyson to start this second half. They've been alternating between Edmonds and Tennyson all night. They're going to have trips out to the left-hand side with Bates, Webb, and Noble. Single receiver to the right is Tarek Tate. Back to pass. They're going to fake that and then throw it out to Webb, but Caden does not get it out, bounces it up to him. That's an incomplete pass. That's just one where Caden's got to set his feet and throw that strike. It is a long throw, about 40 yards, all the way out to the far sideline, and that one bounces. Going to bring up 2nd and 10 now. Will Henderson going to empty the backfield. Nippy set, trips left, twins right. Passing formation, Caden takes that one and throws it out to Bates, Webb, number 7. He picks up the first down after some nifty moves as Brendan Webb continues to just blossom right before our eyes. Just a junior, but obviously we known his DNA forever. Just waiting on him to hit his growth spurt, and boy, has he done that. We harken back to the Kilgore game that Tarek Tate did not play in earlier in the season, and Webb really a critical factor in that game, and he has not let up since. Just been a star for these Buckeyes. Caden Tennyson takes the snap, hands it to number 1, Will Henderson. He gets drugged down after about a 2-yard gain. They're going to give him 3. Will doing a good job putting his head down and picking up positive yards on that play. Brings up 2nd and 7 beyond the 40-yard line. 8 minutes now left to play in this third quarter. Both teams keeping it on the ground, keeps the clock running. It makes fans happy as it gets a little more chilly with each hour here tonight. Caden takes a snap, hands it to Will. Will goes up the middle, bounces it to the outside, and look out, folks. He gets a block, runs into some traffic, and gets it across midfield, picking up a first down to the 44-yard line. As Webb is blocking downfield, they all know how explosive Will is. He can come out of that big pile of bodies anytime and just needs the blocks downfield. He gets a few, but good pursuit there by Pittsburgh to the short side of the field, and they keep the speedster corralled. He comes out of the game now to be spelled by number 14, DeVray Smith, who is the thunder to this Thunder and Lightning package. Probably get a carry here. And Smith takes it and goes straight up the middle. Just power running. He picks up 7 all the way inside the 40-yard line. Good first down run there. We'll call it 6 on the pickup by DeVray Smith. Under 7 minutes to play in this third quarter now. Buckeyes content to keep the ball on the ground, keep reserves moving in and out, and continuing to sharpen themselves for the playoffs to come next week. Edmonds in now at quarterback, hands it to Smith. He gets maybe a yard. It's going to be 3rd down and 3 from, let's call it the 37-yard line. Good penetration there by number 54 for Pittsburgh, getting into the backfield. Lots of substitutions back and forth now. 4-down territory, most likely. The Buckeyes will be content to keep it on the ground in the pistol formation. Smith behind number 10, quarterback senior Jaden Edmonds. Jaden takes a snap, hands it to Smith. Smith cuts back. Great cut. Got open field to the right-hand side. Takes it down inside the 25, moves the chains. Great read there by Smith, who sees it piling up on the inside as those defensive tackles slant and make a pile, doing their job. DeVray reads it, pops it, bounces it to the outside for a nice 16-yard pickup. First down Buckeyes, knocking on the door of the red zone. 5:40 now left to play. Mercifully, a fast-running third quarter so far. Caden Tennyson back in at quarterback for the Buckeyes. DeVray Smith charging ahead behind a few blockers, picks up, let's call it 4 yards inside the red zone now, down to the 19-yard line. As the Buckeyes are substituting quite liberally here, both at running back and quarterback. Really got to check the numbers with every play to see which package is in. Webb, Jeremiah Noble. And slot back in now for the Buckeyes with a tight end set to the right-hand side. That's big Trey Lee. And this is going to be a pass out to Webb, and he's got it, and he's got a block, and he is in for the touchdown, folks. That is too easy as Caden Tennyson throws the quick out, and Webb gets the block from Jeremiah Noble and takes it in for his second touchdown of the night. Second touchdown pass. One comes from Edmond, and one comes from Caden Tennyson. And he's got two, the talented junior who will be playing somewhere on Saturdays as he continues to make his presence felt here with these Buckeyes. 56-6, the Buckeyes stormed down the field. Only two passes on that whole drive. One was incomplete, and then the touchdown pass to cap off that drive that was about 70 yards. Extra point left to come. It is up and good by Pate, and it's 57-6 with 4:49 left in the third quarter. We'll be right back after these messages.
Do you enjoy watching your favorite TV programs on your smartphone or tablet? Or maybe you'd rather watch them on your Roku or Amazon Fire TV. Tired of having to change your TV input from your old traditional cable to watch your favorite streaming apps? If so, we have great news for you. eTex is making the move to streaming and has launched a new app. eTex TV allows you to watch over 130 channels in full HD on your streaming or mobile devices. This means you can simply download the eTex TV app, subscribe, and start watching. With all your favorite functions like DVR and Pause Live TV, and new features like Restart TV. To learn more, visit www.etex.net or contact a customer service rep at 903-797-HELP. That's 903-797-4357.
And that was a touchdown drive, 70 yards, capped off by the 19-yard touchdown pass to Brendan Webb from Caden Tennyson. We want to recognize our scout team players of the week, Mr. Dylan Griffin on defense, Mr. Devin Tucker on offense. Appreciate the hard work of those guys so much, giving us the right looks on the scout team. And pooch kick now taken at the 26-yard line and returned. And Dodd in hot pursuit misses the tackle. But he's got compatriots led by number 30 there for the Gilmer Buckeyes that was in on that tackle. That is Luke Holyfield, the senior, getting a tackle on senior night. And lots of youngsters in now for the Buckeyes on defense, as Pittsburgh once again will try to make this either go fast or be respectable. 57-6 is your score. Clock is running. And we will expect this very rapid second half to continue. 1st and 10, once again, we've got a legal procedure, and if that's not called there, he's wearing Cameron Brown, is Sykes all the way back at his own 26-yard line. Now you're going to call that a 9-yard loss. Pittsburgh jumped off sides. The Buckeyes reacted, but the guy that jumped was the center. So he snaps the ball a little bit early and allows Cameron Brown to storm in and get his umpteenth sack of the night, as once again Pittsburgh kind of behind the chains. Sykes in a quarterback, hands it to Holloway. Holloway gets maybe 7 yards, close to the original line of scrimmage, back out to the 30. It's going to be 3rd down, and let's call it 13 yards. Clock running at 3:30 here in this third quarter. And Pittsburgh with, once again, a mountain left to climb behind the chains on 3rd down. Sykes in at quarterback, trips out to the left-hand side. They want to hand it wide to Holloway. He gets a lane, and he picks up, let's call it 7 yards out to the 39-yard line. He's about 4 yards short of a 1st down. And let's see what Coach Abrams decides to do here. He's so far leaving the offense on the field as the clock ticks down under 3 minutes. And he is going to go for it here on 4th down. And the Buckeyes trying to stay engaged in this game with a running clock up 57-6 in the third quarter. But a 4th down play and an opportunity to turn it over once again. They're going to hand it straight up the middle and nothing doing for Holloway. That is going to go for no gain, and the Buckeyes are going to take over on offense. And number 18 is going to come in, Jordan Escalante, the junior, in at quarterback. And it's going to be youngsters from here on in getting playing time here on senior night. Just what Coach Metzel had kind of dialed up and hoped for. Keeping everybody healthy, really polishing things up. Jumps out with a 28-point first quarter, 29-point first quarter, and then another 21-point second quarter to hang 50 on these Pirates in the first half. Jordan back to pass, wait for his man to clear, strike out to number 25 to the Buckeyes. Good pass there to Colby Webb. Once again, the senior makes a great catch down inside the red zone. Very well read. Escalante there, talented quarterback in his own right. He just waits for Webb to clear. And as soon as he clears the linebacker, he puts it into the window, and Webb reaches down a little bit, makes a great backhanded stab, and picks up the first down. It's going to be a handoff here to number 27 for the Buckeyes. That's Dadrian Jimerson, the junior, and he is also a very talented running back, folks. It is a truly, we say it all the time, an embarrassment of riches for the Buckeyes in the backfield. As Jimerson, very, very talented. He is the number 3 back behind Will Henderson. And then, of course, DeVray Smith, the senior. The Thunder and Lightning combination kind of has some hot sauce to go with it there with Jimerson, who is an electric back. Picks up 2 on first down. Jimerson's going to get another carry straight up the middle. He breaks the tackle, stays on his feet inside the 10, spins down to the 3-yard line. Great run there by Jimerson. Brings up first and goal as he keeps his feet after contact, keeps his legs churning. They're going to mark that at the 5-yard line. This may be the last play of the third quarter. As the play clock, no, they're going to bring them off the field. That's going to be the last play of the third quarter. We're going to storm through the fourth quarter here. Going north when we come back, 57-6. Buckeyes knocking on the door once again. We'll be right back.
Texas Heritage National Bank would like to invite the Buckeye Nation to visit our new full-service bank in Gilmer. We are conveniently located on Highway 271 and Redbud Street with a brand new facility ready to serve our friends and neighbors. We offer competitive rates on all of our deposit products, as well as some great options for business financing to help your business grow from 5 employees to 500 employees. Texas Heritage National Bank would also like to take this time to thank all of the teachers, administration, and school board for investing in the future of our kiddos. We would also like to wish all of the student athletes a wonderful and safe year. Come see us soon.
Back for the fourth quarter, Buckeyes lead 57-6. They've got it first and goal from the 5. Flipping the field here to the north side. Jimerson once again in at running back. Escalante in at quarterback. Dede, as they call him, is a very, very talented runner. Just a junior, but you will hear that name very often in years to come. Blitz. Dede takes it, runs straight up the middle, and he scores his first touchdown of the night. And the Buckeyes hit pay dirt once again with 11:53, first play of the fourth quarter. And we will see now if the clock does indeed run in this first play of the fourth quarter. The Buckeyes crack 60. 63-6 your score now with the extra point left to come. Peyton may need some ice for his leg tomorrow. He has kicked a lot tonight. It's like he played a soccer game. As we have the snap. Good snap, good hold, good kick, and 64-6 will be your score after one play in the fourth quarter. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsors.
It's gonna be alright. How can you tell? I feel it in my heart. It's gonna be okay.
Juicy's Burgers, serving you for over 40 years.
And back to the action here as this fourth quarter's just gotten underway with yet another Buckeye touchdown. Peyton on to kick once again. And we want to send a special shout out to our friends, the Tate family up in the Tulsa area. We appreciate so much all of these contributions to the Buckeye gene pool down here, as we are very, very grateful. We ran into them at the state track meet. Once again, the Buckeyes defending state champions coming this spring in track and field. And Will Henderson, the defending state champion in the 100 meter. He ran 10.22, folks, at state, and he's got a shot at being the fastest man ever in the state of Texas. 9.95 is the record, and he just may get it this year. It will be exciting to watch his career as we go forward. Kick for Tate is a pooch kick taken at the 27-yard line. Number 10 is going to return it straight up the middle. He's going to be hit hard, but not before he gets it out to the 38-yard line. Clock will continue to run, and the black flag defense will come on once again. Really played fantastic tonight. The one touchdown on a perfect call from Coach Abrams' staff over there. Caught the Buckeyes in a blitz and called the perfect screen pass to Holloway. He hit the Jets and took it in from 62 yards out. Otherwise, it's been all Buckeyes all night long, just as expected. So Sykes still in at quarterback, the young sophomore. Holloway still in the backfield. This will be their last game of the year. Coach Abrams letting those guys play this to the bitter end. Outside handoff to Holloway. He turns the corner, and he is tackled from behind by the Buckeyes, number 16, Harrison Lofton, the senior outside linebacker. And Micah Easley coming up from his safety position. Bentley Strachner also in the game now at corner. Second down and 6. For the first time in a while, Pittsburgh finds themselves on schedule with the chains. But Holloway takes that handoff, and that's going to be a 4-yard loss. That's Trillian Butler, folks. He is just all about that game. And number 33 on the tackle as well. That is Andrew Davis, and he has had a fantastic game tonight. That is his 4th tackle at least for a loss. Takes Sykes and the Pirates all the way back to a 3rd and 10+ situation. 9 minutes left to play in this game. Clock is going to run in this 4th quarter. Coach Abrams, Sykes, and this offense going to try to do everything they can to just have some positive momentum to build on. Sykes takes the snap, drops back to throw, looks deep, and he's flushed, and he is being chased down. He throws across his body, and that ball is almost intercepted. That's number 19 for the Gilmer Buckeyes. That's Bentley Strachner. His team is excited about that as the senior comes up and makes a play. It's going to be 4th down and 10. As the combined bands for the Buckeyes get their money's worth before the playoff trip start. Last home game of the year, senior night. And the punt team comes on for the Pittsburgh Pirates. Punting now for Pittsburgh for the first time tonight is number 13. Sykes has been their punter, but now we will have Saloka to punt. That's going to bounce. Tate's going to get away from it, let it bounce inside the 30, inside the 25, down inside the 20-yard line. Great punt by the punter there, number 13. And Escalante and the offense will come back onto the field with 7:28 and counting left now. Running clock for the Buckeyes. Look for them to keep it on the ground. Dede and company and Ector will be the running backs. And they will get a few carries here tonight against the ones, so to speak, on defense for Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh will go to basketball season tomorrow morning, and the Buckeyes will get ready for Center Rough Riders in Hallsville next week as Ector gets the carry, continues to turn his feet, picks up about 4 yards on first down. Octavia Hector, about 5'6" and about 185 pounds. He's put together, folks, and it's hard to find him, much less tackle him. Just locating him behind those big offensive linemen is a chore for any defense. He picks up 4 on first down. They need the 30 for a first down. This is going to be 2nd and 6 from the 24. Hector likely to get another carry here as we're under 6:30 to play in this game. Escalante takes a snap, hands it to Hector. He cuts back, makes one man miss, makes a spin move, keeps his feet out beyond the 30. Great run by Hector there. First down, Buckeyes. And you can see the talent. Once again, that's 4 deep for the Buckeyes when you talk about Will Henderson, DeVray Smith, Day-Day Jimerson, and then here is Hector once again at running back. It is just a lot of talent back there for the Buckeyes. Under 6 minutes now left to play. Coach Metzel taking his sweet time, signaling in the play, throttling down this high-octane offense as we're under 6 minutes. 64-6 Buckeyes lead. Content to run this clock out and get some reps for the youngsters. Hector once again makes a man miss at the line of scrimmage, hits the jet straight ahead and takes a lot of nothing and turns it into something. 3-yard gain there by Hector. He was caught dead to rights and just juked the guy right out of his cleats about 3 yards deep in the backfield. And they always say, in order to play running back, you got to be good enough to make one guy miss. And Hector put that one on film for sure, as he is plenty talented in terms of his elusiveness. He showed it right there. Picks up. They're going to give him 6 yards. Let's call it 4 yards on first down. 29 is the up back. Hector will carry this once again. He's hit behind the line of scrimmage and gets barely back to the line of scrimmage, as that just did not develop in front of him. From a blocking standpoint, he saw a whole lot of white jerseys there very quickly as the clock ticks under 4:30 now, and we have a 3rd down and 6. Most likely, if the Buckeyes don't pick this one up, they're going to punt the ball here. 20 seconds left on the play clock. They'll use it all. Once again, Hector in the backfield, offset to the right of Escalante, the quarterback. They're coming on a blitz. They hand it to Hector, and they run him down from behind. And that's going to be 4th down for the Buckeyes. Hector could not get rolling. As we will try to hold our tempers, and the end of the season for the Pittsburgh Pirates. Been frustrating for Coach Abrams and these Pirates, but they will have lots to build on. And the punt team comes on for the Buckeyes. Under 4 minutes now left to play. Pate will be on to punt for the first time tonight. And Pate will try to kick it to green grass and let the Buckeyes go cover. And here's the punt, and that's going to be deep and hit and take a great Buckeye bounce inside the 10, inside the 5. My gracious, what a punt from Pate down to the 4-yard line. He kicked that one, folks, from the 30, so that is going to go 65 yards in all from the place where he punted it. That'll go down as a 51-yard punt, about as good as it gets for Pate, who really has evolved into a weapon for the Buckeyes on special teams. Both his kickoff and punting and extra point and field goal place kicking, he is just the leg for the Buckeyes this year. And his versatility and his skill at being able to place that football on display there to pin Pittsburgh back inside their own 5-yard line. 3 minutes left to play. Let's see what Pittsburgh does to end this game here. Sykes takes it, hands it to Holloway straight ahead. He's going to be tackled after about a 5-yard gain. Get the Pirates a little breathing room as the clock will continue to roll. And once again, folks, we will make announcements. We expect to do the broadcast as normal from Hawesville next week. Wish the Buckeye volleyball team a lot of luck this week. Holloway takes the ball and is met by a host of Buckeyes. Maybe they give him enough for a first down there to move the chains. But the Buckeyes will take on the very talented Center Rough Riders. Offensively, Center is very much a threat next week. They will test the Buckeye secondary. And we will start the journey. Sykes hands off once again to Holloway, met by a host of Buckeyes. Under 2 minutes to play now. And folks, we encourage you to travel next week to Hallsville with us and watch these Buckeyes start game one of the playoff run. We would expect probably to see center followed by Van, and then Sykes takes the handoff to Holloway, who stays on his feet, brings it around the edge. Smith runs him out of bounds. The clock will continue to run. But as the Buckeyes weave their way through this most talented region, as all three probably of the top 3 teams in the state, that is the number 1 ranked Carthage Bulldogs, the number 3 ranked Pleasant Grove Hawks, who finished first in this district, and then the, I think, number 11 ranked Buckeyes, which that ranking means nothing. But the Buckeyes do have a great draw in the playoffs because they will play the winner, if they are still standing, of Carthage and Pleasant Grove. And the Buckeyes are very capable of beating both those teams. If they are, they will be the favorite in the state for the last 2 rounds of the playoffs. 26 seconds left to play in this game. Tackled there by number 30 for the Buckeyes is Luke Holyfield on senior night, and that's probably going to do it. As maybe they'll run one more play with 10 seconds left in this game. Let's see if they try to end their season with a bang here. They're going to hand it to Holloway straight up the middle, and he is tackled by Mr. Lee very rudely. And that'll be the ball game, folks. The Buckeyes win 64-6. Once again, playoffs start next week. The Center Rough Riders in Hallsville as the Gilmer Buckeyes take their very coveted number 2 seed. And they are very well positioned, folks, to make a run in this year's state playoffs. It's that time of year. So come on out and support the Buckeyes. We need the Army to show up big. Next week in Hallsville, we'll see you. Watch the papers, watch the websites for our broadcast schedule. For myself, Todd Robinson, the voice of the Buckeyes, Jeff Rash, will be here next week. We say so long. Buckeyes win 64-6. We'll see you next week in Hallsville, folks.